Hey, what's happening, girl? How you doing? Let me fix this. I don't know what's going on with all of this stuff. Everything seems to be so messed up here. What is going on, Mimi? How you doing? Hey, girl. Hey. Let me see, what am I trying to do here? What you up to, my dear? Let me see. This whole thing is crazy. Wait a minute. I got so many people and so much going on here. Let me see. I gotta fix her thing here because it looked like somebody half the stuff. I'm not getting the right comments and I'm not seeing no thumbs up. This whole thing is everybody's thing's been getting messed up. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. How you doing, Mimi? What's happening, Crystal? How are you? Thank you for so much for stopping in. I've been trying to get this thing straightened out, y'all. It's been a whole bunch of craziness going on. I mean, really bad with people trolling and a lot of negative stuff happening. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm just chilling here trying to get this straight. I've been working on this since yesterday. And then I got people telling me trolls and this person doing this, and then it's a mess. But anyway, what's happening? Mimi and Miss Crystal. See, I gotta fix all of this stuff here too, because neither one of y'all got your jackets on. What's up, people? All right, now let me see here. What's this? Why that's there? Okay, I don't think I need for the tomorrow the Witcher. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna close that out and go to that one. There we go. So what you guys up to? Hey, how you doing, Betty? See, y'all got y'all blues. What happened here? Wait a second. I got to straighten out because there's been a lot going on, Betty. I don't know if you've been hearing in the chat that stuff been going down crazy, and we got some new people that joined in, and then I was told by some of the new people that some new people that came in my live is trolling them and get this out of here and man, oh my goodness. See, I don't do this drama like this. I've never done the drama on YouTube, and I'm not going to start now. But I know a lot of stuff got really crazy here. I don't know if you've been around, Betty, when it was going on, or even Mimi either. I don't know if y'all heard about what's been going on here, but this been swarming in. And that's why I keep trying to explain to folks. I don't know, when you get new people on, I don't know who is who because they keep coming in and, you try your best to try to, check them out before you join anybody. But a lot of times people pop up in the chat and I don't know that they're there because the chat goes fast sometimes. Then I got a lot of other people here that, just joined in. But then when they were in my chat, they're telling me that there's some people that are trolls in the chat. So I don't even be knowing what the heck this is here, y'all. But I hope everybody's doing well. I am drama free. I don't want nobody to misunderstand me because I promise you I'm not with the drama. I barely know how to operate half of the stuff that I be doing here. I got to keep calling somebody every minute to help me figure this out. It may look like I got it going on because I got a big mouth, you know what I mean, talking chatty, but I really don't know how to do a lot of this stuff. I don't even know how to edit. I barely know how to work the features on Instagram and all these different things. I have to get somebody to help me, and sometimes I can't respond because I need help. And when nobody's around to help me, I can't even get on and talk with nobody. So I'm trying my best to do what I can. Crooked cops. Okay, somebody's sending me something here on the thing here. So what's happening, people? What y'all into? What's going on? She said, give you a like, my friend. Oh, thank you, Crystal. You are so sweet. I appreciate it. I thank you so much for coming. What's happening? Is Mimi here still? Where did she go? All this stuff has been crazy, and I don't know what's going on, but I've been talking to a whole lot of people, and people are having problems with their subscribers. People having problems with their thumbs up. I don't know. Mimi said, hey, but she didn't say nothing else. What's going on, chick? She said, I'm just relaxing before bedtime. I hear you, Betty. Unwind if that's your time zone, honey. Get it how you live. Yeah, y'all, we've been having a lot of talk. I've been talking for about maybe almost a week now with all of the stuff that's going on because there's a lot of new folks coming in and a lot of stuff that they got from their life that when they're coming in, people are following them over to, us. I don't even, man, listen. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to get back to a positive note there. I just said hey to Mimi, but she didn't say not a one word, so I don't know what that's all about, but maybe she walked away from the computer or something, or if she's on her phone. I see what's going on here. I gotta check something out here because none of this is getting crazy. Let me see. Oh, I gotta go over here. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. So what's happening, everybody? Betty's relaxing. Crystal is saying hello. Let me see. Okay. Ooh, let's see. I'm trying to find something here and get this straightened out right quick. Wrong stuff here. Goodness gracious. Got a new computer to try to have something that functions better and drop that already. Oh, she's got her thing going. Let me see. Okay, it's going down over here. Let me check it out. Oh. What's happening here? Okay, that's my sis got her thing going. Okay, I'm gonna check this out right here. Hey, sis. Okay, let me get that straightened out real quick. Okay. Let me see what I got going on. Mm-hmm. Too far. I'm trying to go backwards and forth here because I'm over there, but ain't nobody saying nothing. So if we're gonna play games, I'm getting ready to shut that down permanently. Okay. All right, there we go. Let's see what we popping with over here. Damn. Oh, it's right here. All right, let me see what we're working with over here. Okay, everybody's still quiet over here. I don't know what happened here, but she popped up here and didn't say nothing. Just said hey and just disappeared. All right, then we'll keep that. We're gonna let that pop like Okay, well, we'll wait till somebody come back or who want to talk or not. me see what. Let me go back up. Let me see what she said. She said, I'm just relaxing. I'm still here. Well, thank you so much. Pre-retirement. Hey, sis, I'm trying to stay with you, but my phone is acting up. I was wondering because this thing been going crazy over here on Mimi. I'm all jacked up. What's happening? What's happening, Rob? Thank you so much. Bring the raid. And I don't mean the roach spray. Bring the raid. Hey, Eileen, how are you? Thank you so much for coming, doll. I appreciate you. And thank you so much. I hope you are doing well. And I'm here and I'm running over to Evie's. You know how that go. We got to have each other's back. I thank you so much for coming, Eileen. You are kind. I thank you. What's happening, Mr. Rob? How did you do today at the gym? I hope everything went well with that. I know you into your self-care. Hey, Miss Black Widow, what's happening, boo? How you doing? I'm running your playlist right now. Hey, what is happening? I'm just trying to make sure I keep this thing going right over here. I'm trying to check out folks and make sure you're, rocking with the rock and roll. There's a lot of craziness going on here. And I got to get you a jacket, Eileen. I'm so sorry. Who's this? Yin? Ernie? How are you, Ernie? Thank you so much for coming through. I hope you are doing well. I hope everybody is doing well. What is happening? What's moving? What is shaking? We all live in this thing called life, and I tell you, it ain't getting no easier, huh? Everybody's trying to get somewhere and get something done, but it's getting difficult, y'all. I tried my best to keep my head up, but a lot's going on. Oh, thank you so much, Black Widow. Thank you so much. I appreciate it because you know how we getting down over here. And I keep trying to tell people, you know how we've been talking about it. I am not sending nobody to nobody's channels unless I ask them first. So any Popeyes or anybody coming through, let them know what time it is. If you don't want that, you know what I mean? Because I don't want nobody to get no misunderstanding, but we have to be adult about this, If we're trying to do something positive here, we can't have no clowning around and people backbiting and bugging out. That's done. That's something that a lot of folks seem to, kind of cast into that silly little kiddie drama, but do better than that. And there's no way that you can have, successful experience on YT when you have all of that drama. It gets mad crazy. And people, need to stay in their lane and do their thing. Because if you keep that drama going, you end up having your spot shut down completely. And I just keep reiterating that. I don't want to seem like I'm running no kind of drama, but I got to keep that dialogue going because there's so many different people that come in at different times. And I'm trying to make sure that I can, let everybody know what's going on because I got a lot of folks that's, popping up here and there and they're not informing people that they're coming through. And it's time to stop the foolishness. You go where you want it. You go where you're invited. I know a lot of people think, oh, it's just free will just to click over on somebody. Everybody don't want that. You know what I mean? You got to be careful because I know I done messed around here and had some crooks, running around and I'm thinking they're good people and they ain't. She said, block, move, and even address them. That's right. That's right. And the thing is, the only reason why I'm speaking on this, because I'm not really pointing towards nobody. I'm just saying in general, I got some people that's on right now that wasn't on earlier. So I just want to let them know that I am not sending anybody to your channel unless I let you know first. So if anybody pop up, you deal with it accordingly, but I'm just letting everybody know. And each time I see somebody new come in, I'm going to mention it. I don't do drama. I'm way too old for that. I specialize in conflict resolution. So I'm not going to sit over here like a clown and be dealing and being bothered with nobody. I'm just letting everybody know that anybody that's on here right now that wasn't on here earlier, I do not send people to other people's channels. I do not do that. If I got somebody that I want to, send you, I'm going to ask you first if you mind me sending somebody. Other than that, if somebody come and saying I sent them, it wouldn't be true. Hey, old fart, how you doing? Come and raid me. And I don't want that raid roach spray either. Come and raid me, buddy. Come and check and see what narcotics I got. No, so let me stop. Thank you so much for coming. I am enjoying the gaming over there with you, bringing back my childhood, bro. And I really appreciate it. You nice and lean back, and you be over on your channel. You don't play with it. You set everybody straight. You call it out. You let people know what's happening and what you expect from them. And I know that's right, because that's what I've been trying to do, reiterate, so that folks will understand ain't nobody playing no games, and it's not about just, deleting somebody and letting it go. I want everybody to know that I don't like to have to do that at all. I just like to keep it real with everybody. And if I'm going to send you somebody, I promise you I'll get in touch with you and say, do you mind me sending a few people? Other than that, I don't get down like that. But if you want them running up on you, I can hook it up for you. She said block, move on, and don't even address it. And that's right. I'm not addressing nothing though. I'm just letting folks know what I'm doing here. And I'm not the only one. Bert's clearing the air. Several of us are clearing the air where they're letting the people know that ride with them that watch yourself. But it's not about to keep, because with me, I don't do business like that. I don't do business like that, but I am going to keep saying this for a while until I get everybody straightened up. I'm way too old for that. I keep trying to tell people. I don't know if y'all can tell, because when I talk, I keep it real. So I ain't got to run nobody down or shut nobody down. I just speak it, and I want people to know. And the reason why I'm reiterating it is because I got a lot of people that keeps coming on. Please don't send nobody to my channel, Rruk. And I'm like, send who? I ain't sending nobody. So that's why I'm going to address that. Just delete and don't address it. Oh, no, I'm going to address it. I'm going to address it because everybody that come in, everybody that comes in, they need to know what's up. Because I got a lot of folks that I can't get to, you know what I mean? That's contacting me with the ooh-wee. So what's happening here? What everybody got going on here? She said, yeah, I know. Say it. That's what I'm talking about, my dear. And that's it. And those ones, honey, we got to get with those. I just don't want you to feel like, you're in the live and you already heard this before, like I'm bugging out. But it ain't that, though. But it is with the trolls. You got to shut them down. And then I just want to let everybody know that I'm cool with y'all, for real. That I wouldn't send nobody over there that's, you don't want over there. You know what I mean? And this troll thing is getting mad crazy here. Yeah, bad. I'm so sorry. Yeah. And it's not even just, people that I know, but it's people, it's not people that's coming just, towards me for me. They're coming towards me because they're trying to get at somebody that I know. You know what I mean? It's all good though. We're definitely gonna ride this rhythm. Definitely gonna get on this boat and ride somewhere. So how you doing? I've been checking out a lot of your videos, Miss Whittle, and I've been enjoying. And I got a whole lot of, when I had an actual channel on YT, I used to do a whole lot of different stories and commentary and sounds and things of that. And I kind of started back, with this Rruk thing. But I've been with Rruk for some years, but I didn't take it serious. I just, pop on, do a little something and disappear. And now I'm trying to get back to it. But my thing is, I got a whole lot of learning to do. Shout out to you too, Miss Dear. Thank you so much, Joy. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I wanted to ask you, do you have 2 channels? Because I see that you joined me, but it's a different name than the name that you have here. Let me know so I'll know, because I decided to be careful of who, I jump and subscribe to. So you let me know if that's what's going on with you, Joy, another channel. Because I've been seeing it looks like you, but I'm not sure. And let me see. I want to give you all a nice shout out here too. Shout out to Crystal Adventures. Shout out to you, homegirl. Shout out to Pre-Retirement Days, Comfort Foods, and more. Shout out to you, my beautiful lady. Okay, Okay, and then we have what's up, Eileen Cruz? Shout out to you. What's happening, Rob? Shout out to you. Black Widow, shout out to you. The Black Widow channel. Shout out. Big up yourself. Bless up. Yin Ernie, I hope that's why I said I didn't want to start doing no shout out because I get halfway pronounce the names. I don't know why. I used to be good at that. But shout out to you, Ernie, and thank you so much for coming through. Big shout out. Bless up. Shout out to Old Fart. What's up? What's up? Old Fart Gaming. Shout out to him. Shout out to Joy again. Shout out to Catertainment. What's happening, brother? How you doing? Hi, Joy. How you doing? What's happening? What you got going on there, Mr. Adam? I can't wait till you have another one of them fun adventures because I sure been enjoying it. What everybody got going on. That's why I said I was going to pop back through so that I can make sure I touch base with as many of us as possible so that we all can, I can see everybody and hang out. Miss Black Widow, there you are so right about that troll stuff. You got that right. I just don't want you guys to think I'm playing that same old song. I just want to, let everybody know because I've been having a lot of people that's been contacting me and saying that people are popping up and saying I sent them and, some weird connections, man. I see every time you try to do something positive, here come the devil, huh? See, when you persistent, he ain't gonna win. He says I might be the only one who doesn't block, delete comments. Oh no, that's fine if that's what you want to do. But see, I'm gonna say, what you handing me that? No, that's good, Adam. If that works for you, because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't had to really do that either. But if I got somebody that's coming, trying to hurt somebody, they can't be on the page. They got to be deleted, annihilated. And I think that, everybody do what they want to do on their channel, but I don't have no channel. This is a hangout spot. But I know that if somebody is coming on to harm somebody and being derogatory, you have to do something about it. I'm not going to let nobody come in the live and not do nothing. And they saying F you, or F God, all that, honey. Come on now. I'm going to be blocking and deleting something. I ain't that desperate for views and watch hours. Some people just let anything go down. See, not I. Not I. It ain't that serious, but it's something, But I know a lot of folks feel, comfortable with, letting it roll like that. But I wouldn't do that because I know a lot of people have been hurt, harmed, and disrespected due to bull. And if you just let anything go down, you take a chance of, having people disrespected that come to your house, in it and what works for you, Because I know that I got if I got somebody telling me that a new person subscribed to me is into threatening people and gang violence, what am I supposed to do? Just let them stay around? Or do I do something about it? What do you do when they come for you, bad boys, bad boys, bad boys? Hey, he said. Just saying, I hear a lot. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know it. I'm just horsing around anyway. He said, no comments. Yeah. Folks don't know. You got that right, Adam. And I'm just clowning around, so I don't want you to misunderstand me. And I promise you, I have gotten myself in a lot of trouble being kind. Hey, what's happening? How you doing, Miss? How you doing, Miss 50? Hello. Bless you, sister. Bless you. And everybody give her a shout out over 50 and fantabulous. Now, I'm going to tell you right here, you don't meet no Dons like this no more. I'm trying to tell you. Honey, this one right here, oh boy, I done met my match. She is all about the truth, real talk. hardcore with the truth, the Bible, and living that thing. And I'm telling you, when you want to get connected with some real good people, this is what you want. This is definitely what you want. Good people that's stable. Because I know that a lot of times, folks, you don't know how people are. But what I've been doing here is I've been slowing this beat way down, and just even if I only have 5 people, I already have 2 jobs. You understand what I'm saying? That'll be it. I don't gotta do nothing else with YouTube other than just chill. You get what I mean? If that's all it's gonna be, I'd rather have 5 positive, good people, or even one, than to have a whole bunch of hoopla. Yes. So they never even make it to the light of day. Cat, I know what you're talking about. I'm just fooling around with you tonight, though, but I get it. But there is a lot going on here, too. We got some newcomer folks coming in here, and they got folks with drama with them, and they coming over kind of stalking. And I've been, made aware of that. She said, "Thank you, dear sister. You are welcome, beautiful. You are welcome, Miss 50. Waiting on the maintenance man. Long story. I hear you. It's always something, ain't it? But yeah, Mr. Cat, me and Bert have been addressing some stuff that somebody new that joined in that's trying to come in from somebody else's situation, and they've been all in me and Bert's lives left and right, and I didn't even know that they weren't good people. You know what I mean? How's it going though? I hope you're doing well. I've been out these streets a long time. Yes, ma'am. I hear that, Black Widow. I can spot them and know most of them. Yes, by names. Yes, I don't blame you. But I tell you one thing, I keep trying to tell people, don't come over here, trying to get nothing started up over here. He said, "Rruk, I know sometimes I have a big mouth." No, me too. Me too, Cat. It's all good, though. I promise you, when I be fooling around with you, don't even pay it no mind, because I be chatting it up and acting the clown, too. But I don't want nobody coming over here, running to other people's channels and saying that I sent them or they came from me, because then people are contacting me saying, you should have asked me first. So I just keep reiterating it. Anybody that comes to you to say I sent them, dead. No, it's not going down like that. And if anybody's coming here just to try to be in somebody's live to get subscribers, if the folks don't want to be bothered with you, go where you want it. If you got your own thing that you've been doing on YT, don't come here scooping up crumbs. You know what I mean? Go on and do your own thing. Because that's where the trouble is starting on here right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of mess. You get what I mean? A lot of mess. And I keep saying, I got one lady here, and I'm not going to be disrespectful. I don't like to throw a rock and hide my hand, but I can tell that's all she's coming to do is just keep dropping her link. Why are you coming over here soliciting? You can get on the street corner and do that. I'm for real. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. If you're not here, the boogie, and you know what I mean? You keep it moving. Don't come here and try to see who I'm dealing with. And I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with everybody wanting to be friends with people. But if you're trying to use somebody, this is the wrong one. You know what I mean? You got to back that A up. I mean that. This is what I was using the F-bomb. Yes. Yep, that's exactly what it is. That's what I was saying too. And then you got some people that's not really with it. Hey, how are you? Tiara, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes you got to get people, in the ear where they can hear you at, because sometimes folks don't be listening right. People think they can come and run up and play a whole bunch of silly games. They say play silly games, get a silly prize. You know what I mean? And I know that I try my best. I'm walking with God the best I can. I make mistakes, but I ain't no fool. You know what I mean? And I know what the streets is. I can come, with different terminology and bang, bang, bang. You can hear it. That's what it is. It's the truth. He said, yeah, we address that on his live. Yes. That's what I keep saying, Adam. Yes. Just down there. And yeah, that's why I said, because what's happening here is people are coming in droves, and they got me, go check this one out. Hey, he could. Yeah. And then, somebody's hitting me up outside of YouTube telling me these people are from a group of people in an organization with some issues, and they're on your channel, and you better watch out and all this. And I'm like, what the heck going on here? Well, we got to shut some people down here or move on? What are we trying to do here? All Rather, yes, yes, ma'am, Miss Lynn. Miss Lynn ain't no joke. Yeah, this is disgusting. You know what I mean? Very nice. And yes, yes, yes. And that's exactly what it's been for me in my life too. Being a good, trying to be a good person. I mean, I done made some mistakes. Ain't nobody perfect, but being decent, I have gotten ran over constantly by a lot of people on YT and in my personal life. But see, now that the shield goes up, you're not gonna be able to, you know, perpetrate no fraud too much longer because I'm on it now. Yeah, very nice and yeah. He said, consider myself to be nice, but no fool. I know that's right, Adam, because I'm telling you, you can't penetrate the compound. If you coming over trying to jump, juke, jive, and you pretending and you playing games, I see you. Because I had somebody and they came in the live several times now, and the only thing they do is say hi, and ain't nobody hiding in the bushes, or I'm washing dishes in the background and I got you playing and I'm laying on the floor listening to you and the radio. That's not the people that say they're doing that we know that's the crowd of people that's positive. We know they're really doing it. But this person keeps coming. This is just one of about maybe damn 10 new people with all this foolishness now keep coming over, dropping links. Somebody came in and I had to restart the live up. These people dropping 50 links where all of us that was trying to talk to each other couldn't even get no conversation in because they came over here tricking. You know what I mean? Yes, they sure are. Targets. She said 10 years. Yes. She said, oh, Scooper, we hear you. I know that's right, Miss Lynn. I know that's right. Yeah, it's getting crazy. And people are telling me, and the thing that's so weird about it, folks are coming up on you from other people that you just met and trying to destroy whatever they think they can destroy. And it's ridiculous. And then I got this one lady, and I'm not trying to be, this is just one of many. A big old grown woman, and I'm not talking about nobody weight or nothing like that, but a grown woman, very well seasoned, should know better than that foolishness. Yes, it is. That's what I was going to say. And I just got, who was I talking to? I was talking to Squirrel. And me and Squirrel was talking earlier and yesterday. And he was saying, yeah, I don't like that sub for sub stuff. I'm not with none of that. And they got this thing where it's so turned up. And this woman thinks that she's going to keep coming over here and start trying to be familiar with whoever I got over here so that she can run and try to subscribe to everybody right quick, but don't got no good intentions because see, I already went to her channel to see what she's about and she ain't hitting on nothing. She ain't hitting on nothing, just, laying up somewhere in the bed, moaning and groaning, and that's it. She just want a whole bunch of people thinking she finna hit the YouTube jackpot. Too old. You know what I'm saying? Too old to be coming over here and just peeping around. You know how you can tell that vibe when somebody come into the back of the hair on the back of your neck stands up. And just trying to see when you can go and build your own. And one thing I can honestly tell you, people don't realize that just like in a relationship, in a marriage, the same way you got them is the same way you keep them. You understand? I know things get a little gray, things change, people have kids, whatever, financially things change, but when you want a stable relationship, you got to maintain it. Just like with the YT, you can come and scoop 50 people from somebody else's live or their channel, but if you can't keep them there, it ain't gonna last anyway. You know what I'm saying? Don't build your house on sand. Ain't nobody playing with it. You know what I mean? Cut. And I've been watching a whole bunch of people that have been not even with me. I got people that's coming from the crypt, from back. I'm old, you know what I'm saying? Old school. And like I said, I'm not new to this. I do this. You know what I mean? And I've been seeing people that ain't been bothered with me. Every blue moon they pop up. No problem. I don't care about none of that. I'm not telling nobody if you still alive, if you stop doing YouTube, I haven't heard from you in months, taking it to the heart, being offended. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm coming out pow, 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 gutter, straight up truth. People are on here clowning and they want to blend in with the real people that we got, that is really happening. You got people, she only come by once a month. That's cool. It flow like that. But people that's trying to make it look like that, but it ain't that. Yes, he said exactly when they find out and The light will shine. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Roaches. Yes, yes, cat. That's what I'm saying. The light shines and the masks come off because I can tell. I got a few people that's coming that when I used to have an actual channel. Right now, this is a hangout spot for me. But when I had an actual channel, I got people that never really bothered with you, especially when I stopped doing the content that I was doing because see, I changed my life. And the way I was doing the content, this is when I had a whole lot going up to like 10,000 subscribers. I was, it was happening. I'm not bragging. I don't even care about none of that. But I was doing good. And it got to the point where I had to change my commentary and I wasn't able to use because God spoke to me. I'm going to keep it real. I'm not trying to act like I'm super Christian or none of that. But God talked to me about my language. I was doing all kinds of reviews, reality TV, our stars, and I'm telling you, I was gangster. You understand what I mean? I was hitting the road running. You get what I mean? I was tearing it up. And once I started changing my content, people fell off. And all those people that I got, I think maybe 1,000 came with me over here to Rruk, and I built the rest of it myself. You get what I'm saying? And all those folks are creeping up now. Every time if they see, because I let them know that I was changing the name and I'm going my own way. I started seeing that folks was popping up, ducking back. And then I said, I see these people, they really ain't down. I see what it is all about. They want to hear the gutter. So, you got to hit the back page, going over that way, because I realize if you ain't riding with me, I'm not saying everybody's supposed to like everything I do. Some people may come just to the lives. Some people may come for a little piece of food or a little bit of haul. But what I'm saying is you can't trick the trickster. You feel what I mean? I can't do it. I can't do it. And see, you can't game the game or dog the dog. You feel me? I know what it is. See, I'm talking like this specifically because I got people in the bushes that's thinking they coming, some young rucksters coming from some kind of hoodwink little game they playing and copying off of somebody else that just joined in and thinking that you don't know what the slang is. I know what time it is, and I'm not going gutter. I'm not going against what I believe in God, but I know how to talk the talk. And the folks don't understand. Don't come here with it. Don't come here with it because like I said before, you mess yourself up, you mess yourself up. Yes, the reaction. Oh, man, Adam, you hitting them home run, them bangers here. That reaction stuff, I promise you. I got 2 YouTube females that I used to check out a lot. And they both were growing, pretty good. And one of them started skyrocketing past the other. And the other one decided to change her channel over to a reaction channel. And she's talking about the girl that was her friend, talking about people, newborn babies are ugly and somebody's handicapped mother and all that. And I'm like, wow, sad. That's right. You got to keep it real. Amen. Hey, Sable, how you doing? Thank you so much for stopping in. We just getting down to the facts of it. That's all I'm saying. But I know that you can tell people don't got your back. That's why I said I'm not going to let nobody penetrate the compound over here. If you ain't coming for nothing for real, why bother come? Do you know how many different channels that's out here, though? People really got it going on out here that if you want to try to, hit it up, go hit one of the Prince families. I mean, get on Beyonce fan page. Come on. Wake up. Hello. Where are we at? Twilight Zone? Are we lost? It's foolishness. Let me see. Watch the chat. Yes. She said lurk in the hoot of the chat. Yes, ma'am. I know that's right, Black Widow. What is happening, Sister D? Kites up in the building. How you do? How are you, my darling? I hope you are doing well and the new year got you up. Got you up and running and doing your thing. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. See, this is one of them, them old good sis. You got to know what you're dealing with. And like you said before, because I'm going to tell you, I done went up and ran up on some trash up here, y'all, on the real tip. Done ran up on some trash where, you know how when you doing this and people come to subscribe to you or even somebody sends somebody to you and you think, oh, they must be good people because Mike and Sarah, oh, I know them and they sent them over and they good people. So good people, honey. I learned that one. She said, I'm good, sis. Yes, we talking about the trolls and the drama out here on YT. I am blessed, ma'am. I am blessed and even better that you showed up. And that is the truth because I'm going to tell you what I did. And I keep saying this and, I'm probably going to repeat it again. I've had people that I, have subscribed to and then I look, and I decide, because sometimes you'll go while you're in the live or whenever and you go over there and check them out and you watch a couple of shorts right quick and maybe a couple of videos. Now, one person I did 2 of their lives, 3 of their videos that was one of them was like 5 minutes. The other one was 10. And then I did like 3 shorts. Everything seemed to be clean, right? And something just told me, go back over and have a look And when I went over there and looked, these people are supporting gang violence and all this, and your name dead in the middle of it. You know, people talking about harming people and difficult stuff. You get what I'm saying? And I said, you know what? I got to go. And I wouldn't have found anything that I responded to and removed my name from off of that because I'm not with nobody trying to threaten, hurt, and harm people. I just can't do it. I said, no, I got to realize what I'm doing. So what I decided to do is just take a step back and evaluate things a little bit more because sometimes them first couple of videos don't get it. And just like she said, when people are having a live, you try to watch who's in the live and what people allow in their live and how it go down. And after a while, you start realizing. But I'm going to tell you, a few of them caught me slipping. I promise you, few of them caught me stripping. You know, I was like, wait. You know what? Let me go back. And every time I went back, I needed to see and I learned and I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that because it ain't no joke. She said, "Oh, sis, thanks so much. I always appreciate you. Much love and respect to you, sister. Big up yourself." Shout out to Sister D Kites up in the building. Amen, amen. I thank you for coming. I appreciate you coming through. He said, and they're trying to, yes, many channels, yes, yes, and that's exactly what it is, Kat. Definitely what it is. That's why I kept saying I'm gonna stop doing this, and then I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't want nobody to get moved the wrong way. But there was this young man, and please don't misunderstand me. We're all adults here. There was this young man that was sharing his coming out story. Y'all understand where I'm coming from? And I was moved by his story. You know, he went through all of it, afraid to tell his parents, didn't want nobody to know. Bop, 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 bop. It was going good, and I kept watching a few times. He's like 1, 2, 3 parts of it. And then after, I went back to check him again to see, where he was at on the fourth part of the story. It got deadlier for me, because he started saying, well, and when I first came out, my first experience, I was 17 and I was with a 10-year-old. You see what I'm saying? But yet I'm over there, yeah, not knowing what's coming though. You see? Come on, listen to me, y'all. I ain't playing with it. This ain't no game. You see? And I'm thinking this person was all right. And then they came out with it. And then I'm going to tell you, she said, I'm trying to catch up working. Oh, I hear you, Miss Lady. I hear you, Miss D. I hear that. Get your coin, honey. And I'm gonna tell you another thing that I've been having. Yes, it got bad. I was so broke down because I had to try to remember what videos that I put, because you in this now. I didn't know it was gonna turn out that way. And I'm gonna tell you another thing, y'all, and I don't mean to be disrespectful to the young ladies and any women out here or any person. These women, I got like one of what they started off with me with one of my YouTube friends that I met years ago. They started on here, and I noticed that things was, he said, steady rape going on. Yes, Kat, yeah, you was no joke. I'm seeing your personality more and more. Cat Entertainment, you was something else. I am enjoying it. He coming through. Man, let me tell you, these women, Kat, you ain't no joke. You got some good stuff to speak on. I appreciate it. Jeez, you got me. It's not funny what we're talking about, but you know what I mean. I'm liking to see you, talk with us with this kind of stuff. And listen, I've been watching these females, and you know what they've been doing. I'm not saying all females, because there's been some guys that's been doing it, and people of different, swinging this way, swinging that way. Y'all know what I'm getting at here. People transing over and coming out and all that. And I got like one, it started off with me with one female. She had been, dealing with me back when I had my, actual channel, and me and her was cool, backwards and forth. I go, she do a little bit of haul, a little bit of cooking. We was cool. And then all of a sudden it's turned sexual. And I was like, wait a minute, wait. I'm going over here to say, hey, what's up? The thoughts beyond, yes. Cat, you is something else. Cat Entertainment is something else. And I realized this girl done turned this into a fans only page, y'all. And I could tell how she started talking, but I thought maybe, she was, had a little bit of wine in one of these videos she was doing, but she was turning this in, like she would say stuff like, because I do this too, like I say to women, hey, beautiful, what's up, love? How you doing? Nice to see you. Cute outfit. I like your necklace, and I keep it just like that because that's what I mean. That's how hey, doll, that kind of thing. But then this one started, what's happening, Rruk? How you doing? I know I don't see you on camera, but that cleavage, damn girl, that cleavage. I'm like, wait a minute. Hoot, the hoot. And man, I went and checked her out on Instagram. This girl done turned this into a whole prostitution ring, y'all. and using people on YouTube to build up a my fans page, plenty of fish. And I'm like, this. So this is what these women are doing, and they're cooking in thongs and all that kind of stuff. What's wrong with all y'all? You understand what I'm saying? What? Who? And first of all, no disrespect, and I don't want nobody to misunderstand me at all. I am straight as an arrow. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a hardcore tomboy, but I'm heterosexual, and I don't appreciate somebody that you met as a female friend trying to turn this into something that it ain't. I'm not with that, honey, because I see you in person. I let you know. You get what I'm saying? Don't do that. Had me thinking I'm coming over and got your back, and you tricking all over YouTube like that. And I'm surprised YouTube even allow it. Even with the guy with those stories, I was shocked that they didn't get him off of there talking fresh like that. Hi, Princess. How are you? Thank you so much for stopping in. We talking about it all. We's talking about it all. And I couldn't believe that. It really, it disgusts me because I know she know damn well I ain't paying for nothing. You understand? I ain't buying nothing from no man. You get what I mean? She said, LOL, had to block a couple of people. Yes, male and female, yes. And I'm going to tell you about a few of the fellas on here. Yes, getting weird and crazy. I had some guys on here and they was coming through. Much respect, Rruk, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just trying to, work my thing out here and bop, bop, bop. And then before I know it, he done took his shirt off and talking about, do you see anything different on my pants? And kind of come on and do a workout with an erection and stuff. Man, is you crazy? And you definitely ain't gonna make no money on here. The corner is right there. Everybody where you live at, there's some kind of corner. You ain't got to be in the hood. I said, there's a corner. Plenty of fish. Go on over there with that. Are you crazy? Hey, Coco Dreams, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming. I just got caught up with a whole bunch of your videos here today. I know you seen me over there. I came by your place. You wasn't home, but I still stopped in anyway. Yeah, and I'm saying to myself, I know these people are honestly and not finna play this game. And then, and I'm looking over and I'm saying, wait a minute, what is she saying over here? Like she's telling the people that's some regular folks that you've been cool with, yeah, come on and check me out, y'all. I be chilling over here and I got my YouTube thing going, but now I got some stuff on Instagram and you trying to be supportive and back these folks up. And I went on over there and I'm looking at, well, listen, if you want me to take my shirt off, that'd be $10. Oh, if you want to see a thigh. Now, you know daggone well, honey. Let me tell you, first of all, you need a pedicure. Yes, it's getting crazy. TikTok is wild too. It's like a prostitution ring. Everybody is using their body to get stuff and tricking all out. And these guys too, because I got a few guys, I don't remember, Rruk, if you said you was married or not, but I date. I don't know if you're older than me or what it is, but from what I'm seeing on, the little bit of your body you showed, that I could work with that. Man, are you dead up serious? Brother, have you been circumcised before? Hello? We gonna do this like this? Oh yeah, we about to do this. Yeah, he said TikTok is a toilet bowl. Yeah, they messed that thing up over there. And I'm telling you, I got so many people that done went all the way to the left with these channels, and I don't even know how YouTube is not saying anything. And they so quick. There's an age restriction and all this. Just like one lady told me that she got in trouble because she had her kids. They were sitting, at the bar stools, and she was making up a salad and chopping up some stuff. And just because she had a knife in her hand and her own kids in her house, she got in trouble about that video. But yeah, you got people, yes, doing porn on here just about. Because the guy that was talking about that, how are you going to let a man sit up here and make a video speaking about having sex with a child and you okay with that? That stuff is something kind of weird how this stuff works. It's sketchy, but I got so many people that just turned out. And I mean, they went right to the south with it. And I said, I can't believe this. And this is people too that I have been knowing, because I know a lot of us that's been on here a while. You got some old Judies and some good folks, and they surprise you when they come up and they turn the corner like that on you. And then this one, gay for pay. To pay for who? For who though? Bow to my chin. I know that's right, Coco. Gay for pay for who? How you've been chatting with me for a minute there, and you may have heard me mention a husband or somebody or something here and there. You understand what I mean? But you ain't never heard me swing in no kind of way. I ain't even paying no heterosexual man or nobody for nothing. What do you mean for pay? Who's paying you? Because you wouldn't get a damn dime from me. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna show you where you at. You got the wrong one. You better redirect that. Rewind, clown. You got this thing twisted over here. You know what I'm talking about? Folks be turning this thing upside down. You got this wrong. I know you ain't coming over here with this. And then I got one. Well, you know what? I did change a few things. And I don't give a damn what you change. Don't call over. Don't not over here. We not doing this. I feel sorry for you. Whatever you done got yourself desperate with, and whatever you lost and what you're trying to do. And this guy, yeah, because I just like to take care of the ladies and stuff. And I got a few guys that, some of them act like they're working out, but I can see what they done changed over and how they're doing. Yeah, because I love eating under two-legged tables. That's one of my favorite restaurants. Okay, well, go ahead and eat there then. You know what I mean? Go ahead and eat there. Is that why you got that bump on the side of your mouth? That you got every video you on now and that it don't seem like it's going nowhere? Okay, well, good luck to you. But why would you come over here with that? I haven't advocated any kind of type of thing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, y'all. For real. I haven't shown you any kind of thing like that at all. Even if you met me and you were interested in dating me or something and you said, well, I know this is YouTube and this is, friendships and stuff, but I find, your voice attractive because that's all they can say. You get what I mean? And I said, no, I'm not interested and thank you. And if you have a problem coming out here being a friend, then maybe you'll find some other channel to go to. And that would be all that. I would never say nothing about that person ever again. But you ain't got to tell me you got to eat on the two-legged table. Well, go ahead and eat. Because obviously this won't be your first meal. I see that gut. To be on the block. Yeah, you hit the block. The trick spot. That's what I keep saying because I can tell when people are trying to push themselves on you. And I've had so many females that I've noticed that they start changing. Just like this one girl that she wanted me to support her channel. And she kept telling me, now this is a girl that has probably like 20,000 people. And when I came, when she came to me, then I came back to her. She was saying that she wanted me to come over there and be an executive mod to help her out because she got, some stuff that ain't going right for her and please help her out. So I decided to go and check it out. Now, I ain't going to lie. As soon as I got over there, the waters was muddy. Do you understand what I mean? I'm talking about muddy over there. The guys, and some of them might be girls on the DL. You know what I'm saying? NH Mountain Girl. Hey, what's up, Mountain Girl? How you doing? I thank you so much for coming. We just chatting it up over here. Hey, Joy. Thank you for coming in. I hope you're doing well, my dear. Yeah, so I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, so I get over here, right? And I done started this thing here, right? I done started talking, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all some grimy foolishness, okay? But I went and checked 2 channels out, and 2 of the channels was 2 little boys. One of them, I think he was about 12, and the other one, the first one, was 10 years old, and his mother is on that, on his page showing that she just gave him a Pokemon party. And he's on this girl page, which she's about maybe 27, talking about, I want to touch you all over, baby. And I go and looking as a little boy. So, kids be on here clowning, if y'all know what I mean. Man, let me tell you, I got on this girl page and all these guys, I want to touch you, baby. I'm running my hand up your shirt right now. If I go between your legs, what's happening, boo? And they're saying this to her and she's laughing and carrying on. And I said, wait a minute now. After I done went and X'd a few of these guys out, I said, you know what? I'm just going to watch. And I see, this is when you got to get in the bushes to see what you're dealing with. Because I'm not going to waste my time. Man, I sat back there. What she said? I had to can hook up. Yeah, just looking for anything. Don't know if you getting with some. Look at Sister D. She said, don't know if you HIV positive. They just want to get with somebody. And this girl sitting here now, I started watching and I said, wait a minute now. She's responding, oh, Greg, stop. Oh, Greg, stop. He just said he wanted to touch you under your dress. What do you mean laughing? Oh, stop. So I just kept watching. She didn't know I was there yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to know what I was dealing with. And I'm telling you, too, Mimi, it's crazy out here. Freaks. So I'm watching, and then I started watching a few. I let few family members look at it, and we said, this is prostitution. I don't care. I'm going to call it exactly what it is. I watched how he said it's serious topic. Child molestation is trying to, yes, to normalize it. Yes, absolutely. And this girl sitting up here, and I promise you, if you would see, when I watched one of her lives she was doing, she had the camera set up, and she set herself right a certain kind of position where when she sit, she opened her legs ever so gently, you could see her underwear. And then she kept leaning over with this sheer shirt on with no bra on. And you telling me that you don't understand the kind of audience that you have? And I said, "Are you kidding me? This girl know what she's doing." And she kept, if you got somebody saying, "I want to take you to bed. I want to rub you down with oil, baby. You look sexy, baby," and audience, you know what I mean? You just doing your thing and don't care. And I said, you know what? This guy. So I just I wasn't gonna go and check her out no more. I'm done with that. I can't, because that's not my business what she's doing over there. But she asked me to help her out, and she's basically selling herself, and she wants somebody else to be a part of it. And I said, I'm not. You know what? It's a wrap. A wrap. Start a new. Yes, you got to start a new one. Pervs. Yes, pervs. That's what I'm saying, Coco. That's what I'm saying. I said, and she had trying to have me a part of it. So I've been watching these different folks, and I realized with these women, they're starting some up, and all that old Cash App crap. Support my channel and send me $30 and all that. Some of that be somebody that made some people that want real sponsorship, and this is plain site prostitution. I don't care what nobody say. I see who you are. I'm a woman. I'm a person in this world. I know how this type of stuff go. You tricking out. That's exactly what you're doing. And then you trying to act like you wanted somebody to help you because you're going through so much with all of these people that are bullying you, and these perverted guys won't have you had like you have your beautiful channel. That's not what is going on there. You're just selling yourself. And I said, you know what? I'm not even going to say nothing to her. I just slowly just let it die down and stop being bothered with that, because I'm gonna tell you, she don't realize that a lot of them dudes that she was talking to were making comments, and I don't know if she paid attention to it because she was so busy just taking a shower and all that mess. And I said, honey, daggone well that you on this live camera and you do not bring no man in no shower while you taking the shower. I don't care if you're trying to act like the shower because you can only see the feet and all this, man. Get up out of there. Get up out of there. We're not even doing no sound. Hey, what's up? What's up, Real? I call her Miss Real. What's up? How you doing? I'm so glad you could stop in. Thank you for coming by. We just shooting it up about a whole bunch of crazy foolishness on here. And I don't know what happened to these women. And they got one woman too, and I'm not going to disrespect nobody, because when you're speaking about people, that could easily be somebody's aunt, daughter, mama. And I'm going to tell you, when I'm keeping it real, I don't care who it is. I'm telling the truth, because what I'm talking about, you can go see yourself. Honey, they is off the chain. This one woman, I started watching her because when I came up, we learned how to use rifles and guns and stuff like that. So she do a lot of shooting, and not at the range. She go far out, where you can shoot out. And I started watching her. She had a nice gun collection. He said, "I'm saying there." Yes, Adam. Afraid to speak up because people are. Yes, that's it too, Adam. That's it. Yeah. I remember one lady, she was standing there, and a man was going into the ladies' bathroom, and she wouldn't let the man go in there. So there's a lot of stuff that kids are being forced into that they don't have no control over. But I tell you one thing, I watched this woman, and she's got a big channel, and no disrespect to her, because she be throwing down, but she was doing all that cooking. First she started off with the guns and stuff. Then she started, she cooks. And boy, if you see what she wear to cook in, boy, that changed the whole beat. Changed up the whole beat. And I said to myself, what? Wait a minute now. So this is what she really about? Because I seen her, different videos of her. But after I got a chance to watch the videos, I realized that she was, it was a sexual component to what she was doing. And what she's wearing is really, really, I'm not trying to be funny, but I honestly feel sorry for some of these women that got to do all that. I don't know what they're looking for, but they're definitely inviting trouble into their lives. And then I've been noticing too that a lot of children are embarrassed because of how their mothers are wearing these provocative clothes. You know what I mean? Yes, mostly all men. Yes. And that's what she want. What, you sleep over there? That's what she want, because unless she gets somebody that's by or in the closet or trapped or under the bed, and I'm not making fun, I'm being for real, that's what she gonna get. You know what I mean? Hello, how y'all doing? Y'all back again? Shannon Retirement, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Yeah, these people, they out here on alert. I'm telling you, this is getting to be kind of scary, and I don't even understand what these women are trying to do. But I've never been the type of person to use my feminine wilds to get, to attract some kind of man or whatever. I don't know what happened here. It's all crazy and out of control. I was looking at so many of these women channel, and even with these young kids, a lot of these kids is embarrassed of their mothers. And I know that a lot of people say I'm grown, so I can do this because I'm grown. But some of that stuff in front of your kids is horrible. Your kids is uncomfortable, half of your butt hanging out in front of them, and they ain't got no choice but to live that because you their mama, and it's up in the house. You know what I mean? It's out of control, and these women always try to get, to try to talk about something when, when some man is coming up on them and saying something or being frisky, but yet you putting yourself out there like that. You know what I mean? You are out here selling yourself, basically. He said shame doesn't seem to exist anymore. No shame. He said OnlyFans. Yes. You're so crazy, Miss. Miss 50, this is what I'm trying to tell you. And the thing is, you got to think about it. These people must definitely be soliciting these men on YouTube and hooking up with them, because you ain't making no coin on YouTube like that unless your channel blew up for prostitution, because that's exactly what that is. And I hate to say it so blatantly. You're not doing well. If you got to get on here, and I promise you, this one lady, she's a beautiful lady. She seemed to have a personality, had her life together, and I had started watching her because she goes out shooting and camping, and she know how to live that life. And then when I started watching her videos, then I started seeing, I said, oh my gosh, has that been her all that time that I was seeing halfway naked cooking? And then she got her kids coming, her kids coming in the kitchen, and then they got friends and stuff over. And I said, no. I wouldn't want my kids to go over to nobody's house and their mother standing there cooking with a thong on. You know what I mean? Pelvic hair showing, chest ain't covered up properly, talking about what y'all want to eat. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? I don't know what happened, but most of these channels here that I've been watching, everybody is trying to show some elaborate lifestyle. They got big chests, big butt that they can't even hold up. I watched one girl here. She tried, I don't know what she did. She got inflated. I don't know. They call that the Kim Kardashian packet. I ain't trying to talk about Kim or nothing. I ain't no fan, but I'm just saying. And she went to turn, I just seen her the other day. She went to turn sideways, and her butt almost swung her all the way across the room, because she got the implants bigger than what she is. You know what I mean? And lean over, her chest is falling out of her daggone shirt. And you paid money, and that looked like cow udders. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on. Y'all doing the most out here. Y'all girls need to get yourself together, because you don't have no value or self-worth. You got to stop doing all of that stuff and get to where you belong. And then you get mad when men look at you a certain kind of way, but you're showing something. And I'm not saying that it gives a man a right to come up and disrespect you because of what you're wearing, but this is an advertisement out here. You're like a walking billboard. You want this. Yes, you do. You gotta, he said, that's why I stick with my cats. I know that's right. It's crazy. And you can't really get out here and get involved with too many of these YouTube folks too, because these people is going down a slippery slope. You know what I mean? And they're going to bring you with them. Hey, Abby, how are you? Thank you so much for coming through. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you stopping by. Bless up. Big blessings to you, my darling. But yeah, I just noticed a lot of this too with the YouTube. And and then what I don't understand is, how do they allow certain stuff like that to be able to be on? That's and they keep saying, is this made for kids and all that? And even if they say no, it's not made for kids, if you airing it, you know how many kids are going to see that? And it's not even just about children. Yes, you know what I mean, Miss Real. It's not just about that, but the kids are going to run across that. And it's not, oh, well, you ain't got the parental lock or whatever. Sometimes it ain't even that. Your kids could go to a friend's house, and their parents may let them have free range of the computer, and your child gonna see something. You know what I mean? Morals, yes. No morals at all, yes. It is scary out here. That's some serious business. That's why I keep saying people better get this stuff together, because I'm telling you, y'all getting out here clowning, and I always say, face down, ass up. You get what I'm talking about? You get out here, and this stuff that you're doing right now, this is all that fornication and all that crazy freaky mess. and you sit up here and you let all this stuff go down, and then you look up and looking for God. Soon as something don't go right with one of these surgeries or one of these situations, what are you even doing though? Why are you doing that? And this one lady here that I'm talking about, she got kids, and I can tell her daughter and son, she called them down, or whoever, son, friend, or somebody, she called them down to eat, and I could tell that they was embarrassed because what she had on. Because she said, tell the YouTube how you feel about what mama cooked, how you like this fish. And her butt was bouncing 4 or 5 times, dribbling up and down, and I could tell her kids was embarrassed. You know what I mean? You ain't doing nothing. And what I don't understand is half of these women, you had a husband, had a boyfriend, had a friend, got 3 kids by yourself. So what has it really paid off? Because I guarantee you, you do all of that to make some money, the mortgage is going to be due again next month. So you're going to do it all over again? I keep my wife and cats. I know that's right, brother. Yes, it's gross. And you got to look at too. These people are coming with all kinds of diseases and issues too. This ain't see, and that's what I keep trying to tell people. Everybody is so quick to advertise that nightlife, where you going to the strip club and you hanging in the club. But see, people gonna let you see them get dressed up and cute, and even with the guys looking chilled and dressed properly. But they don't tell you when they at the clinic, something swole up, something got bumps on it. Understand what I'm saying? They ain't gonna show you none of that. They only show you the glam style, but they don't show you how many of them piled up at the abortion clinic. You know what I mean? How many of us got diagnosed with herpes this year? Because, it looked good in them heels. Them stockings look good, or he looked good in them jeans. He got his jeans sagging. And, he chilling. He got it going on. He holding. Well, holding what, though? And what are you wrapping your legs around? What are you looking for? And then, you start a whole bunch of unwanted pregnancies, a whole bunch of venereal diseases out here. And, and I was just talking to a friend last night, and they said that they got a guy that they know, and, he's married, but he trick overseas. You understand what I'm saying? How long do you think a trick overseas going to last before you get somebody pregnant or catch something? And then you jeopardize your whole family. You got diseases that ain't good for somebody to eat behind. You get what I'm trying to tell you? Your kids like to drink out of what you drinking and carrying on. Women that run here, and I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. Y'all know them old school ways where these women will run to these clubs and trick out, and then they home and get into their home life. Half of them ain't did no mouthwash, ain't bathed, ain't shower, and then you give your child a little bit of food out your mouth. You know what I'm talking about? Bite something you bit. Hey Rona, how you doing? Thanks for popping in. How's everything going? I hope you're doing well. Just chatting it up over here. You can't even clean that up, or even better yet, you got some old man that you don't even know, which way's up with, and you got him up in your bed. He done stayed a couple hours, sheets all soaked down. They leave, and then one of your kids get up in the middle of the night and come crawling to bed with you. What they laying on? Hello, I'm for real. I'm a woman. I'm not no virgin. Come on. What happens? What comes out of your body when you're laying up? Sweat, all this different body fluids. Kids stumble in the middle of the night to lay up with mama, and she just got one of their little guy friends just left. You ain't changing no sheets. What's happening? How you doing? What's the name? Say it again. Remember? What's the name? The Jamerson. What was the name? Remember the one from earlier that you had to fix it? What's up, bro? How you doing? Thanks for coming in. You don't know how to say the name? Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you stopping in. I hope all is well. Yes, we had a little hiccup in the road there. But yeah, let me see. You got all cap letters, huh? All right. Thank you. I appreciate you stopping in, brother. I hope you're a guy. I don't want to be calling nobody the wrong way. But yeah, we got to watch what's going on. And I've watched so many women that have, when they got little babies. You know how when you got small babies and you take a little bit of food and you'll chew it up and, chop it up for them and stick it in their mouth. Or if you're drinking out of something. When you with their daddy, you understand, your husband, you got to clean your act up before your kids come flying in your bedroom. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch all of that type of stuff. And a lot of times people don't, they don't pay no attention to, okay, you a dude, okay, all right, what's up, what's shaking, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. I hope all is well with you. Bless your- Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Sister 50. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on out here, and I keep trying to tell people you got to watch all that kind of stuff. Who coming in your house? Who drinking out of cups? Who laying up in the bed? Who's using your toilet? I mean, come on, let's be real with it. Folks don't seem like they care about none of those kind of values. You got people, kids all up in your house, and your kids going to somebody's house. You don't even know those people in that house. Your child goes to school with this student that they just met the first week of their gun school. How they going over to a friend's house? How are you friends with that person and your child? I don't care if these two 14-year-old girls, two 14-year-old boys is friends. How your child flying over these people's house? You don't know them damn people. And how you got their kids coming to your house after school? Do you know if this child got a peanut allergy? Do you know that these kids are going to school and they ain't seen their mama since early this morning? They didn't ask no permission to come to your house. You know what I'm saying, Mimi? Ain't nobody asked none of that. Oh, good for you. Keep growing. Keep growing. Keep growing. He said he's at, here we go with this. He's at, okay, good for you. I hope your channel keeps growing. It seems like you're getting to your goal, bro. Keep it rocking, keep it rolling, do the work, and you should get to where you need to be. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Mimi. All this stuff is told wide open. And I keep trying to say, I don't understand how you do this. I remember years ago, my family members had a child that wanted to come and hang out. Well, first of all, they were now this young boy here was getting dropped off by his mama and daddy, and they just want to drop the boy off and just drive off. First of all, you don't want to meet the house they going into. I got a big old pedophile up in the room. You don't even, do you know what's happening here? Did your child have any kind of peanut allergies? Nothing. Just dropping the child off and go. I ran to the corner so fast and they're like, yo, wait, hey, hello. And I said, you know what? I don't think this is going to be a good fit this time. She said, keep a close eye on your kids. Yes, because it happened to me coming up as a child. Nobody watched. You get what I'm trying to explain to you? Nobody watched. We wasn't just cutting up no daggone leaves and acting like we cooking collard greens. People was mommy and daddy. And you know what I'm talking about? Was all bad. Bad. A lot of bad. Bad. And I keep saying, I said to, and when I ran up to the corner, I said, wait a minute. You do you even know me? You're just dropping your child off just anywhere? So I had to go and tell them, and I said, you know what? I don't think this is gonna work. We can't do this. You know, the kids was disappointed or whatever, but you can't just do that over here. You understand what I'm saying? And you're not gonna come back trying to do, hey, no, hey, what's nothing? What's going on? Their friends, parents, yes, don't even know these damn people. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't even want. I have no kids going nowhere in no room alone with no daggone teachers. You got to know who you're dealing with. How did your kids start school and you didn't even go up to meet the teachers? And when they had that break in the summertime or wherever you live at, are you gonna go and try to meet the teachers? You want to know who's teaching your child social studies? Do you want to know any of that? Do you know who the principal is? The kids stand after school with the science teacher. And I mean, I'm not saying teachers are bad, but you don't know them. Why didn't you go meet them? Why don't you have a teacher and parents conference? Are you crazy? What's wrong with you? And folks act like all of this stuff is cool. And I remember back, around kids when they was younger and stuff, and you tell them you got to get ready to come in the house. Ain't nobody got no time for that. When you get out of school, ain't nobody finna throw no books down on the floor and run and hit the street. No. Back it up for a minute. First of all, if you just came in, you need to get yourself cleaned up because you're bringing germs in from school. Secondly, you need to sit down and calm down for a minute. And you should be hungry because you ain't had none since lunchtime. And that little snack cookie or banana that I gave you early going. Sit down. What did you do today? How was school today? Did you make any new friends? How was the teacher? What was the curriculum for the day? You ain't coming in here just busting down to the floor. You got to be about something. You got to come in and have something to do with your kids and stop expecting the teachers to teach the kids everything they need to know when you're the parent. You got to do some of this stuff yourself. Oh, I didn't. You ain't tried to do nothing. That's why you don't know nothing. You don't even. What's your teacher name? The teacher. The one you got third period. You don't know what class your child in. I would want to be able to say I'm coming to pick my child up, and I want to go up in and see what they're doing in the classroom. You don't even know what room to tell them at the office because you at the wrong school. because you don't know what school your kids go to because you don't care. Teacher doing stuff with the kids. Yes, cat. Yes, cat attainment. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know that's right. Hey, what's happening, Bert? Thank you so much, brother. How you doing? How you doing? Amen. You know how that go. That's what I keep trying to tell you. You can't expect to blame all that mess on no kids. Because a lot of times, when you got kids that come in school, you got a lot of kids that come up in the school and they're bringing the personality of their parents. And you think that the child have a problem. No, you meeting their drunk 40-year-old father and they cracked out possibly mama. You understand what I'm saying? It don't be just the kids that come to the school. It be who they bring. They bringing their parents' personality up in this piece. You get what I'm saying? You wonder why this kid is jumping around. No, there ain't no diagnosis, no mental health. No. And there's some kids that may have some type of bipolar, schizophrenia, and I'm just saying, I'm not negating those type of things, but a lot of times children are a product of their environment. Well, why are they jumping around? Well, they get to do that at home. Well, why are they jumping around? Because there's secondhand smoke in the house. Well, why are they jumping around? Because they're hungry. Why do they have an attitude? Because ain't nobody hugged them. You understand what I'm saying? Well, what's going on? They ain't got no clean clothes. It's a whole lot of different stuff, but you can't send the kids to school and expect the school to do everything. You got to send these kids in working condition. They got to be able to be willing to learn. What time they went to bed last night? Got to stop all of this foolishness with all these somebody 5 years old with an iPhone. Why? You can't even spell your name yet. Broken homes. Yes, Adam. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You get what I mean? You ain't doing nothing, getting on the bus, talking nasty and grown to the driver and the monitor, ain't listening when you tell them to sit down, and then when you try to say something, the parent want to fight you. Your product is messed up, buddy. They're a product of their environment, because I see mama and daddy in this child, and it ain't the child's fault, but they being bred and raised up that way. They don't got no kind of, it ain't about whooping and beating no kids down and all that. Love them. Love them. You got to pay attention to that kind of stuff, because I've been watching a lot of kids, and what's going on with them is that they're not being brought up the right way. Nobody has told them. I know so many kids that got, come from homes. They got all kinds of, by the time you got 16, you got your first Mercedes. You know what I mean? You carrying a Gucci bag and you damn 10. Okay? So what does that mean? What's ABC? What's 2 times 2? What's please and thank you, ma'am and sir? They don't got none of that. That's because they don't have no substance. You sitting here, what's happening in the house? Boo-boo, go up on my dresser and get my lighter and my blunt. Okay? So what's that? Did this child, 7 years old, going up here doing this? What you expect to happen with that child? And you can't talk to the parents, because when you talk to a parent, a lot of them parents, you can see why their kids is messed up. Perfect example of where the child is coming from. And I remember this one family member of mine had this one, well, 2 friends from the same family, and they had to have them come in for a teacher and parents council, because both of the kids was coming to school smelling like weed all the time, coming tardy all the time, and the father went up there wanting to fight. And they're trying to explain, listen, I want to talk to you. Your kids are coming to school tardy a lot. They're high, dysfunctional, and they're flooding the toilet stools out and acting up in school, and we want to know if you guys need some type of additional help or some type of program to help you out. And the father was getting ready to fight the principal and the teacher, and the mother just sitting there, ain't saying not a one word, while she got another small one with her saying, I want to effing go home, mommy. I want to effing go home. And I'm like, what? I'm like, wait, what's going on here? And all of them, I promise you, and no disrespect to anybody, all of them kids end up messed up, and there was 4 of them, 3 boys and 1 girl. The girl ended up being a cutter and all that. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot had to do with probably some real mental health issues that was diagnosed and not medicated, or just not being treated right in the home. You got somebody, she said, I see it all day. Yes, ma'am, Mimi. Some people got this where they're coming from homes, and parents they're telling one parent, the other parents is touching them, and oh no, they ain't do nothing, honey. They wasn't doing nothing but changing your underwear. Changing your underwear. Why is his hand on me like that though? Changing what underwear? I'm 7 years old. I know how to put my own underwear on now. You know what I mean? He said we had students in elementary school that we had to. Yes. Honey, listen, I done worked in there. I know what you're talking about. I done worked in there, and I had a lot of the kids I work for the service, you know what I mean? And that's one of the, issues that I've been through with one of my jobs, when you have to remove folks from places. You get what I mean? And then you live in your life and you somewhere up in Walmart, and that parent that you had to had to remove somebody from the home 2 years ago see you now and want to fight you. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Folks don't want to do right. It's crazy out here. He said, the ninja, I'm here to get. Oh boy. Sounds good, bro. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's crazy. That's why I said we got to watch out for what we're doing, because I'm going to tell you, the way it's going right now with these kids, they're definitely not going to be the future, because they already runked in the ground already. I remember when I had I had some clients that I was trying to find a placement for a young teen girl. Well, she wasn't even a teenager. She was what? I think she was 12 years old, pregnant. No, she was 12 years old and had a baby and pregnant again. And I was supposed to, handle the case and get her somewhere good. And it was a mess. Y'all listen to me. It was an absolute mess, because when they came, oh boy, this was a mess. When they came, they had the child that she had just had that was probably maybe 1 year old, and she also was pregnant. And she was with her mother's boyfriend, and her mother's boyfriend's friend. So I thought. So we're sitting here talking about getting the child into daycare and trying to get her back in school and getting her some prenatal care. And the first thing that ended up coming out was the older man that was with them was like 35, 36 years old, and he was the girl's boyfriend. The mother double dated with her daughter. You understand what I'm saying? Double dated with her daughter. Students, you get what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this. The mother and the mother's boyfriend are in their 30s. And then the mother's boyfriend had a friend. That the first child that she had, the girl that was 12, wasn't his, but she was pregnant by this grown man, and her mother condoned the relationship. So what is a child supposed to do from a house like that? You know what I'm saying? It's whacked. And it's sad, but that's the world that we live in. And then you wonder why the kids don't stand a chance out here. That's because they don't have no structure. Nobody's with them. Nobody cares what happens to them. So I just, I'm telling you, we lost out here in society. People need to get themselves together, and I'm telling you, this thing is about to go down, and a lot of people is not paying attention. This coming down, y'all. The rapture is coming. Everybody keep, misleading the process here, thinking that, oh, you got tomorrow, you got the next time, you got this time. People don't understand that this is done. You're not going to get no more of building Noah's Ark again. There ain't none of that happening no more. They Adam and them done left the garden. You get, and I'm not even playing no games. It's done. Do you hear me? This is done here. There's no do-over. And you sit back here and let all this kind of crazy stuff of the world take you for a ride of your life. And I'm telling you, you're gonna see you're gonna see what's happening. Because I keep trying to tell people, and I say this to everybody that I talk to, and I say it repeatedly on a regular basis. You get on the bus, right? You get on the bus. There's gonna be 9 people on the bus. You get up, the driver makes 10. All right? You're getting on this bus. And then you get on, you make 11. And you're sitting there on the bus, you sit there and you're looking around. Everything look kind of cool. And before you know it, you look up and everybody's gone. What happened? I'm not even gonna answer that. I just want to throw that out to you guys. What happened? That's all I'm gonna say. What happened? That just like that, point blank. What happened? Because a lot of people don't understand what's going on here, and this stuff is stuff that's gonna be happen spontaneously, and people are gonna be sitting back and thinking they got tomorrow, and they got the next day, and they got 5 minutes from now, and whoop-de-whoop, it's going down. That's all I can say. And I'm just watching so much stuff here, because you can tell people that's going to be victims of it, because they're not living to live this life. They're just just chilling out, thinking they got tomorrow. They can do anything they want. This is mine. I can chill. I can do this next week. I do. It ain't gonna be no do-over. And we just watched the movie here, me and some family. We just watched the movie here, and the movie was basically with this girl that died, and they were showing, like, for her to have a second chance at life. You know what I mean? That she would get another chance, but it don't work like that. All that's done. All that's off the table. Wish I was going on scared for life. Yes, definitely. That's the stuff that I keep saying. This is going down, and a lot of people don't seem to understand. If you don't make that right move, you're gonna get caught slipping. That's all I can say. Once you get caught slipping, it's a wrap. And can't nobody do a do-over. There's no do-overs. This is chopped and screwed. You know what I mean? And until you realize what you got, it's a wrap. And I keep trying to tell people that this ain't gonna end well, y'all. This is not gonna end well. You got to get somewhere and get yourself together and get God in your life and do right. Because once it go down, it's a wrap. I need you to take this back down for me. I think it's that right there. I'm not sure. I had to put some.
No, that's the upload button. That's not that.
Did it work?
No, I forgot.
Is it the arrow going up?
No, the arrow going up is the upload button.
I don't even know how that ended up going like that.
Oh, you just have to press the exit, the ESC.
Okay.
It happens.
And I think I bumped it and didn't even realize it. But yeah, I'm trying to tell you, y'all, we got a lot going on here. You can't just keep talking it. You got to be about it. Because if you don't, it's going to pop up on you and you're going to have nowhere to turn. It sure is. I'm trying to tell you, I think every minute is a gift, though. That's what I realized, too. Like with a lot of us, we got to stop, living temporarily. We got to live with a purpose and a plan. And if we don't, it's a wrap. Because like you said, it's definitely a gift, Bert. Definitely a gift. Because I'm going to tell you something. I had started checking out some things, once we started, creeping into this new year. And do you know how many people have already died? I mean, the very first of the month. I didn't, not to talk bad, because we're not talking about just somebody that was older, somebody that was sick. I'm talking about little kids, babies, natural causes. I mean, different reasons. And I didn't even know. I don't know if you guys all remember. Do y'all remember back in the day, Starsky and Hutch? David Soul just died. Yes, in the world. Yes, cat. David Soul just died. And I believe he was 80 years old. But I'm just saying, it's so many people. Just like, I'll just give you an example for any of us in the world. When you get up, you naturally wake up, whether you got pets, kids, husband and wife, you're dealing with your family. So you get up, you're greeting your wife, you're going to feed your dog, your cats, however it may be. And you don't know who ain't going to wake up. And it's not trying to paint a narrative of negative or sadness or nothing, but it's the truth. A lot of folks don't know if they're going to wake up. You know how many people that I know for a fact that folks didn't get up, and it may not be one of us right now, so we thinking, yeah, we good. No, but there's some people that it happened to. Some people went in there and checked on mama, and mama wasn't well. Some people went in there and checked on the baby, and the baby wasn't well. A 13-year-old, 14-year-old, you know what I mean? It ain't no joke. Oh, Rosemary, so cute. But yeah, you got to watch out for all that stuff, because once again, we all know tomorrow is not promised. And like Bird said, it is a gift. But I could be talking to y'all right now, and if it no meant further for me to get up and walk that way, and it's done. Will I be prepared? You get what I'm saying? I get up just to walk this way and tell y'all, wait a minute, y'all, I got to go here and use the bathroom right quick and don't come back. You don't know. The gig is up. So why live and not respect that when you can have yourself together in line, so that if something happened to you suddenly, at least you know where you're going to end up at. And that's the whole thing. I always say, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Because a lot of times you're unprepared, but you think you're doing something. Just like right now, he said, trying to do more. Okay, he's talking to Bert. But yeah, so I always say to people that you got to make sure that you know what you got going on. Because when stuff happens suddenly, and they always say people ain't got their self together financially. You get somebody, something happened to them, then everybody all running around doing a GoFundMe for somebody's funeral. And I'm not disrespecting anybody. I'm just saying that's because you're not ready. You're not ready. You can't, unless you broke and can't afford it. I get that. I understand that 100%. But for the most part, a lot of folks ain't ready because they don't care. They don't want to be prepared. They're doing what they want. They're living this life. They're going through whatever it is. And you can't judge nobody, their salvation and which way to go. But I'm just saying, a lot of times you deal with people that keep quoting scriptures and talking about God and talk about this and that. And they basically saying that, but they're not living it. He said, I know that's right, Bert. Yes. I'm telling you, y'all. I'm telling you because I know I have the moments that I get caught slipping, but I promise you, I try to be aware of it. I try to, not to live on the edge and afraid and bothered by everything every minute and that type of stuff like that. But just to be, to be aware, to pay attention to what's really happening out here. Because a lot of times I think we got more time than what we actually have. And I don't think people understand that the rapture, all of this stuff is about to go down. I don't think people understand that this is not, no, this is a time like no other. This is there's no going back this time, y'all. And I'm serious. I really, I'd be trying to stress that enough. This is different. This time that we got right now is not going to be like no other time. It's not going around again because you got to look at when you read these different stories and stuff in the Bible, you have to understand a lot of this stuff has already come to pass. And that's why I didn't understand why so many people, when we get this C-19 thing going, everybody flipped out. C-19 wasn't just no virus, that was a plague. And a lot of people don't seem to understand because they're not paying attention. They don't care to understand. They feel like they don't have to understand. You know how many people that we lost and are losing and going to lose? This thing is still running rapid. Everybody that went crazy out here. And I don't judge anybody's shine or how they want to do anything or who don't want to wear a mask and who getting ejected and who ain't, blah, blah, blah. I don't judge none of that. But I tell you one thing, I ain't caught out here. I can't do it. I have no trust in any of that stuff because I always say nobody has graduated from COVID college. You feel me? So this is just a trial and error, just like any new flu shot that come out every year. You don't know what's bulletproof and what's not. And this is some type of way past just being like a flu on steroids. This is going up and beyond. And we don't know what we're dealing with, and they try to quick come up with something to save our lives and try to help people out and stuff, but ain't none of it guaranteed. So until we know for sure, we better watch it. We got to watch it. You see what I mean? Yeah, yes. I promise you, they got a whole nother name, and I don't know where they keep getting these names from. Yes, he said yes. Another yes. See, you hear that? He talking about yes. Oh, Adam, you be bringing it. You be bringing it, buddy. You be bringing it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, yes. See, people don't pay attention to none of that though. They think that whatever's blooming right now, they stay on the hype of that, and that's it. Yeah. And they don't even see what's coming. You got to pay attention when that's something like that come out. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open because a lot of times there's something else that's coming behind that. Do you know how many people right now is dealing with long-term C-19? People are not the same as they used to be before. I know people that lost their taste since they went through it. People hearing in their ears. I know women that were pregnant that lost their pregnancy due to that. You understand what I'm saying? And folks is acting like, oh yeah, it's gone. We got the 4th shot, man. We good. Yeah. You don't even know what's coming. You got to know what's coming. Government from a lab leak and oh my gosh. Adam, damn, you're walking all through my brain. A lab leak, and I promise you, didn't we said that, Sally? We said that about the C-19. That's something that went wrong in the lab. And he's speaking just like we said. The government now finally admitting that. I knew there was something. And I even if some experiment went wrong, a mad scientist, I promise you, I've said that from day one. Day one. Crazy times. Yes, Bert. Yes, Bert. Yes, Bert. This is why I like talking to y'all, and Adam be coming with the gems. That's what I promise you, Adam. Way back when this first came out, and a lot of other viruses, because you remember too when they give you the flu shot, they used to give you live bait. Then they try to make it like it's so much different because they changed it to dead bait. All of this stuff is a lot of times mad scientists to experimenting and something escaped. You know how to hawk. Y'all know what I'm talking. I know that sounds silly, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Mad scientists. Remember Frankenstein, all these little things that happened. This I knew this was this. And we kept saying this. Me and my family get together and we try to go back. And I promise you, y'all, I'm gonna tell you this, and I kid y'all not. Years ago, I'm talking about maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago, a friend of mine that was on YT, she don't do a channel no more. He said, same stuff. People listen to it. Yes, absolutely, Adam. Amen. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lord, yes, sir. I promise you. I got a friend, I promise you, and she got on here to let us know on Instagram. She said that her family member was somewhere taking pictures, and this was before C-19 came out. And I promise you, she showed the picture that her family member took, and it was a train, and on that train it said C-19. And a police officer followed their family member, and when the family member got up to the gas station, they told them to get rid of that camera. Then I have a friend that bought some cleaning products that live in New York, and she showed us the cleaning product, but at the time she didn't know what C-19 was, and nobody did. And she said, yeah, this kills influenza, it kills this kind of flu, but this C-19 stuff, I don't know what this is. But it didn't say C-19, it said the name out, and nobody knew, and she didn't know what it was. And see, because they've been known about this before, they let us know. Y'all know what the government be doing, y'all. Y'all know what the government be doing. They knew this way back. They knew that virus was up in the lab some kind of way, and folks started messing with that stuff and experimenting. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody went in accidentally without a mask on, something spilled on somebody, and then that person gets out in society. They knew this. And I promise you, I don't even know if I ever was able to save that on my phone from that many years ago, but there was a train. I promise you, this wasn't no fake, no phony, or nothing. And the person had already sent the picture off to a few people so that they could make sure, because the police officer was telling them to destroy that film and the camera. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Hello, Corner Clubhouse. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping in. We just chatting it up. Hey, Judy, how you doing? Oh my goodness, all the good goods up in here. Hello, hello. Greetings to everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. But I promise you, Adam, when I talk like this with other people, people think you're crazy because they don't have the vision. They don't want to learn. They don't want to know. You know what I mean? People think that, this is out of space. You don't know what you're talking about. And I promise you, we know what this is. We know what this is because I'm telling you, this was way back when I had the actual channel, and this stuff came out, and I promise you that the family member was terrified because they wanted to arrest that person, the person's family member that had taken a picture of that train that was going by, but they didn't know what that meant either. They was just taking the pictures of a train. They didn't know what that word meant when they seen it on the train. But I guess the police officers happened to see and didn't want that to get out. That right there was some scary, scary mess, y'all. And then all of a sudden, look, fast forward this many years later, look what's happening. Have a good one, Betty. Get you some rest, sister. I appreciate you. God bless you. Take care, honey. Who is that? Is that my Miss Lady right there? Okay. Take care, Betty. What is she saying? Please. Oh, thank you. I sure need the blessing, Sister Lynn. Thank you. I sure need the blessing because I promise you, I've been hooping and hollering. I don't know what it is, but these, like the last couple of days off and on, I've been feeling something kind of down. And I promise you, anytime I feel like that, it's always something. You know what I mean? It's always something coming. And I don't do all that psychic and all that kind of stuff like that. But I promise you, every time I start feeling some kind of way, something happens. And I don't know how to explain that. I don't know what that is. He said, back, Ninja will keep going. He said, keep you company. But he got the ninja. What these names going to be? And I promise you, every time, you guys, it's 50. Every time I start feeling like something wrong out of the way. When it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, it's not just like, contributed to somebody's birthday, somebody that passed. You not feeling good, you feeling kind of sick, or somebody around you ain't well. It don't be that. It don't be that's what causing the actual feeling. It always be something. And sometimes I used to call around and ask people, is everybody all right? Everybody all right? Because I didn't know where that feeling was coming from. And then when it finally comes in, it always be something going on big, whether it be the government or not. It's something that be going on that's big happening that we all need to get a reboot and pay attention to what's happening. The voice, yes. Oh, Egbert. Oh my gosh, yes. I promise you. I started the other day and I was doing, regularly what I do. Came in from, the shift doing what I had to do out there. And I came in and I don't know what it was, what I was talking to some family member and we was talking good and I said, I feel sad. I feel like something's wrong. Hey, what's happening? And I kept saying something don't feel right. And then I kept saying, I don't know. I feel like crying. I'm serious. I'm dead up serious. I felt a deep rooted sadness. And then it went away and then it ended up coming back through again. Thanks for coming over to raid me, and I don't want no roach spray raid. Let me stop being silly. Big up, bless you, bless you. Thank you for coming. Said the whistleblower has made the dramatic allegation that research. Adam, see you in it. You know what time it is. See, you do it like we do it. Leaking kind of scary stuff. Yes, it is. Because they be, man, let me tell you something. They be knowing stuff. I promise you, y'all. I got somebody, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. Just like I don't want to tell Miss Lynn's business if she may want to speak on that. Yes, she says spiritual. Yes. Ah, Miss Lynn, y'all. I need y'all. I got to keep y'all the rest of my life because these are the people I need in my life. I'm telling you, Miss Lynn, just like you were saying when somebody was giving you the warning, I don't want to take your words from you, but I know that I had somebody that reached out to a few of us. First, it started being it was a nurse, and she popped up on Instagram, and she was toe up. It says from articles, yes, Adam. She was tore up. Her eyes was almost the color of blood. And she was saying there's something coming here and nobody don't want y'all to know, and they got her off. I promise you. I was able to look at that, and when I went to go back and look at again what she was saying, it was totally gone. They wanted her off. They didn't want her talking. They didn't want her saying nothing. Do you understand what I mean? And then I got some person that was from another country that was saying there's going to be, and they was talking almost like subliminal and saying different stuff. And I wrote down everything they said. In case that disappeared off my phone or whatever game the government or whoever playing. And that person said, and everything, I promise you, y'all, everything that person said was a symptom of C-19 way before it happened. I promise you. I don't know how I ended up running across that. I was just strolling on Instagram because I had gotten a few alerts. So I just decided to look at, check out some friends and whoever. And that popped up. And this person was saying, and they were talking kind of robotic. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mimi. Yes, you know that feeling. Because I'm telling you, this is stuff. And see, people don't understand that this is not a game. I am so sorry that happened, Mimi. I hope everybody's all right. My gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm telling you and Miss, I couldn't even get it out. Miss 50 just got it on me when she said the spiritual discernment. Because I promise you, there's something that he be speaking to you. We have some real bad weather here, and it has ice. Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes I be wondering why they be opening up schools and stuff like that when they know that they ain't got the city, then go out or wherever, didn't salt or sand or do some test drives to see how the roads is, the risk, driver monitors and teachers' lives and kids. You know what I'm saying? They just seem like they're so busy to get everything going back, just like with this C-19 thing. I know that the world had to get back going and stuff, but I think they jumped the gun on a lot of this type of stuff, and now they done made an ejection for kids, the C-19 that's 3 years old and up now. They just going down the line, and I've seen so many pregnant women running and getting this injections and stuff like that. And I don't understand what we got going on here with these folks making these rash decisions, sitting up here letting the government be their Bible and not listening to what God's telling them to do. You know that if you're getting injected with something and you don't know what it is, you don't want to have that done to you while you're pregnant with an unborn child. All of this stuff is there's something wrong here. There's something wrong, and nobody don't want to listen. And I'm telling you, when I started feeling like that, and that's been that way my whole life, but when I was younger, nobody would listen to me. Nobody would listen to me. And every time I started feeling that kind of stuff, something big always happened. And I'm not trying to play no games or anything. She said, "Yes, ma'am, I haven't." Yeah, I remember you. Yes, I remember you telling me that. So she sent me a last in August. See? It's going to come. Yes, yes, yes. And I believe you, sister. Yes, I promise you. I promise you. I don't know this woman. I don't know this woman. And she said that she had got sick. They had some patient, and I promise you, and another girl, and I promise you, I can give y'all her channel and everything. And I promise you, the date, I believe it was 2019. Oh my gosh, Miss 50. And she said that her and her boyfriend both went to the emergency room and they tested negative for every flu, every ammonia any kind of thing they had out here. And they know for a fact that what they learned now, that was the C-19, and they couldn't catch up with it. Nobody knew what it was. And this nurse, I don't know her, but she was on Instagram and she said that they kept trying to keep her in the hospital and experiment on her. And she said, "I left to go home." And she said everything that she had to treat herself. And she had a very bad case, because I even know somebody that had something that was called the COVID throat. I promise you. I promise you. I can prove that. I can prove that. That's something that I got proof of right here in my hands right now. That they said that was COVID throat. Period. Just isolated from everything else. That particular part was COVID throat. And I kept saying to folks, something ain't right here. And when that lady got on Instagram, they got rid of her. Do you understand what I mean? They got rid of her quick. It's almost like it was like, magic, the way I was looking at it. And then, I put the phone down, then I picked it back up because I wanted to get a pen or something so I could write it down. And honey, let me tell you, it was gone, and I never heard from that woman again. And she said that she was a nurse. I'm not sure what kind of nurse she was. And she said that I'm sick. Look at me, y'all. I can barely breathe. I'm congested. And she said, I'm home. I came home because they wasn't doing nothing but experimenting on me. And I don't know if she was like one of the first cases of that, but she said I had to go home. Oh yeah, that's dangerous. Yeah, the roads out here is bad, Nene. Yes, it's crazy out here. Do you understand what I mean? It's crazy out here in the cities. This is what I keep telling people. Y'all can't tell what's going on out here. You see how they don't do what they used to do. All years ago, different cities, states. You know where you from or where you been. They ain't salting and sanding no more. They're not cleaning the sidewalks off. They're not cleaning away debris. They're just letting the houses and stuff just rot all out, and abandoned cars just sit places. This is showing you destruction. This is the end game. This is not a joke. There's no way that you can have roads that's not sanded properly, and you're gonna have drivers and monitors on there with kids. You understand what I'm saying? And you didn't go, because usually they used to have trucks. I remember being in the cities and stuff. They used to have trucks that drive through to see what the roads is like. All around everywhere. Even the news used to drive around to see what's safe and what route and where y'all need to go, and salt and sand, salt and sand. They used to give out free salt and sand. It wasn't just salt, it was both of it mixed together. But I'm telling you, there's something that wasn't right with that. And a lot of times people had, and they showed these folks over here. Let me see, she said. Yeah, I'm glad everybody is okay too, Judy. That's what I was just telling her. And I keep telling you, folks don't understand. When you get that, they ever tell you about that silent sound. A lot of people don't understand because everybody ain't going to hear it. You get what I'm trying to tell you? This is those little messages here and there that's placed strategically for certain people to be able to be aware, to pay attention to what's going on in their surroundings. And I keep telling folks too, we talk about this all the time. When you start all this stuff around the politics and they start talking about the government, the who, the hot, and the whole, this is when it kicks off. People get even crazier when it comes to, the times with the politics. But we right now, the end game that we in right now, all of that stuff is happening on a regular basis. And I promise you, we were in Walmart, and this didn't happen like the last 2 times that I went to Walmart. And I'm not going, no disrespect to nobody. I'm not going, oh, it's the ghetto, the hood, the who, the that. That had nothing to do with it. It was what was running up through there. He said, bedtime. Okay, Adam, thank you so much for coming. You take care and be safe and bless you. And have a good one. I thank you so much for your time. Whenever you get something set back up, I shall be there. I hope you have a good one. And I appreciate you sharing all your wisdom and helping. I love it. I love it. Please keep doing it. Please keep doing it. Have a good night. And I'm telling you, I just kept saying something, you know how you be knowing some stuff, but people won't listen to you. Even before this stuff got like with the C-19, and people don't understand too that with the C-19 didn't just affect us humans. I've watched what it done in the air, on surfaces and on things. And when you speak like that, people think you're bugging out. And I keep saying, look at the sun. Look how the sun look. I don't care where you are. Look and see how your sun is setting, what color it is. Look at your moon. Look at your clouds. Look at what the texture, if you somewhere, when it rains, where the snow, what's going on. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And see, the thing that people don't understand, you saying that right, Mimi, and the thing people don't understand, we're born in a dying world. You got to look at, there was a lot accomplished before we were born. That's why God put this Bible out to help us along, so that we all got to make mistakes and stuff. That's not what I mean, but to give you some type of structure to live by, so that you can stay ready and prepared for anything that can happen in this world, because this stuff done came to pass already. Just like hey, Charmaine, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming by. And I keep saying, people don't understand, all of this stuff has already been here. This has already happened. And see, we're lucky because we come behind many generations of people where we get a chance to learn something that we can change our future and outcome of a lot of things if we would just listen to it. Because the stuff that we have in the Bible, do you honestly think that, like right now, and it's 2024, do you think that a man cheating on his wife that just happened in 2024, last year's 3 years from now, all the stuff we're talking about has happened already? This is time come to pass. This stuff that we're talking about with the death, the plagues, how many plagues did Moses drop on the Pharaoh for him to release the people? Just think about it. How many? This ain't nothing new. And this is a plague that's hitting around the world because people are not, this is over. People don't understand. We're born in the dying world. This is the end game though. And I keep saying to people, listen, I love when she says something. Yes, I was in my kitchen many years ago. I suddenly felt fear. Yes. Ooh, Miss 50. Yeah. My family member, but my sister did not answer. Minutes later, the phone rang. See? Yes. Sister is calling. See what I'm trying to tell you? See, Miss 50, you be paying attention. Folks don't understand when you out somewhere and people acting crazy, just like when Mimi saying the roads were slippery and all that kind of stuff. Them are signs of like a setup for failure, things that start giving you warnings. And I keep saying this over and over again. Don't you see how people, I promise you, y'all, we was in Walmart and 2 times this happened. Went in Walmart and I realized it seemed to be odd. And people are not listening when I say, look at the inventory. Look what kind of meat they got. Look at all these different meats that they're making. Look at the color of the meat. Look how the less amount of stuff that they have. Look how bare the cabinets, the shelves and the freezers are. Something is going on here, but people don't want to listen. She said to tell me, the younger sister, oh man, Miss 50. Ooh. And the sister was in the coma. You see what I'm talking about? That's what I keep trying to tell. That's the stuff that I keep trying to tell. Oh my gosh. And I remember, that stuff letting you know something. That stuff letting you know something. That is your insight that you're getting. And the discernment. The spiritual, like you were saying, the spiritual discernment. That's what I'm talking about. Those are the things that people are not paying attention to. And I promise you, When I've been out lately, I'm watching how people are rolling. Just look at just like sometimes when you, and I know y'all know better, but I'm just saying in general. You said God give us gifts. Yes. Spiritual and discernment. Yes, and thank God for it. And I promise you, I have been watching my surroundings, and you even my family members. Some places we leave, I can tell that there's something vibing off bad up in there. And I remember when we was in Walmart 2 times here. The last time we went, I realized that it seemed like every aisle that I was going to, something told me not to go down them aisles. I promise you, I had to go down and go back around. And Walmart's like a football field in a way; it will wear your butt out, and something just telling me not to go down these aisles. And then I kept saying to my family, "Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go?" And they was like, "Yeah, let's go." So when we went to get in line, some man was with his mother. Now y'all know people can stand, like if they're standing behind their carriage, that gives you, space in between each person that's in line with the carriage. Some reason he wanted to get near me and like breathe near me. I don't know what that was, but I didn't let it happen. You know what I mean? And then some other man was pointing at me, but he was telling his family member to get in line, but he kept pointing at me, and it was weird. It was weird. And I keep saying to y'all, and I know y'all know this. Please just think about, y'all remember that movie called Fallen with Denzel Washington in it, please. And I don't want to get creepy and weird on nobody, but just think about that movie Fallen. Going around and it's never stopping. History is repeating itself. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Think about that movie. If anybody ever seen that movie Fallen, or if you haven't seen it, check it out. And just think about that old movie from back in the day, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Them movies, they depict them movies off of something that's real and true in life. That movie with Denzel Washington, I'm trying to tell you, that's that bad juju. That's that bad juju. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to get crazy, but I know there is demonic spirits. I'm telling you. That movie was about demonic spirits and bad juju that kept getting into people and drive you crazy and have you kill yourself. They got a movie coming out. Yes, Fallen. Yes. Demon hopping. Yes. They also got a new movie coming out. What's her name? What's Monique? Is that her real name? Monique, that's the comedian. She's gonna be starring in this movie, and there's some kind of, what, they trap them in the room. Some kind of spirit gets on this young girl or some girls, and I can already see what that's going to be. And then this movie back in the day too, I don't know if y'all remember, it was called Invasions of the Body Snatcher, when the people, they was giving everybody these plants, and when you go to sleep, the plant make a new you. You know what I mean? Almost like the Stepford Wives from back in the days when we had the Stepford Wives, that kind of weird juju invasion takeover, weird crazy stuff. And I'm telling you, when you got the insight or discernment to see that kind of stuff, don't care what nobody else saying. Please pay attention to it, because it's speaking to you for a reason, and you may be the one that gets saved from it or can save somebody. I keep telling people, I was looking at, and this started weird for me some years ago, way before C19. We're gonna go back quite a few years. I kept saying something is wrong with my plants and stuff. Something is wrong no matter what soil I did. I'm talking about perennials and stuff. They usually grow back full and fluffy. Something wrong with them. Yes, pods with embryos. I remember. Yes, yes. That tells you a lot of what's going on here. Look at how all these folks out here having all these kind of kids. You got a baby that's a week old, they damn near walking. That ain't nothing to be proud of. I don't like that. That's too fast. There's something wrong there. Something wrong there. I'm talking about all these women having all these, we call them COVID-19 babies. No disrespect, but you know what I mean. People having kids repeatedly with a crisis going on like this, and don't care what's in the air, what's in the world. And I was looking at my plants, and I kept saying that. And then I was talking to some family. Do you see something ain't right with the sun no more? The sun ain't right no more. Then, that made me inquisitive to want to look at the news and see if they say anything, and then go back out there and look again. She said, the enemy shows us before he drops something. Yes, he do. Yes, he do. And I promise you, anywhere, I don't care what climate you are in. I don't care if you're somewhere where it snows, it don't snow, it's hot, it's the island. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with this out here. But few can recognize. Yes, yes. But few can recognize. Because I'm going to tell you, if you look at years ago, the texture of what's in the snow. what's in the snow that's coming down, what it is, what it feels like, how it's staining, what the consistency of the snow, the different type of rain, how it smells. People don't pay attention. I promise you, I know this stuff. I watch how this stuff go. Look how the moon is not shaped right no more. What's what you know? And when I talk like this, it's very few people that I can talk to about it because a lot of people think you crazy, you weird, and I'm glad they do. Because I'm telling you, I be seeing this stuff, and there's something that's not right here. I remember, being in the city, and one year there was snow for Easter, you know, and there it shouldn't have been no snow. All that weather should have cleared out. I'm watching how people act to each other, act towards each other, how people are, you know, bugging out, going crazy. He said, yeah, yes, snow looks like plastic. Yes, yes, yes. See, and that's what I'm saying. See, you, Miss 50, you know what I'm talking about. There's something wrong here when you look at this stuff. And then when you get out too, you can almost tell the people that are creeps. When you're in the store, you can see the devil in them, something riding them, and they trying to come over near you and put that bad juju out. I promise you. And I remember when we was just in the store, and I kept saying, "What the heck is he keep pointing out?" And I was serious. I wasn't doing no gossip or acting no fool. I kept saying, "Well, why is he way over there and pointing?" But he kept pointing. The closer he got, he kept pointing at me. I moved over because I wasn't finna have him. I don't know what he was trying to do. And then I met some weirdos up in the grocery store too. And I kept saying, this is the devil planting seeds, different places in the seed, see who he can get. Because I've been watching this stuff, and I kept saying something is wrong with this vibe. Something is wrong with this vibe. And when I'm in the store, I always make sure, you know how when you in the aisle and somebody trying to lean over and you grab some, nope, you can say, excuse me, I clear all the way out. I don't want nobody on my back. I don't want nobody walking by me, poking me with nothing, or you rubbing up against me, giving me some kind of bad juju or some kind of something to get you sick. You got, these people are being used because the devil will use people to hurt you. And I've been watching craziness go on. And when you sit back and you try to talk to people, see, some of them are not believers. Some of them ain't getting the message. Some of them don't want to hear the message. But I keep saying something is wrong here. Something is wrong here. I watch myself, even wherever I'm living at, country, city, state, wherever I'm at. I don't get outside and, start doing something. I ain't looking behind me. When you're driving, you got to look 4-5 times before you back out because somebody's willing to try to get hit to get a case. It's just doing anything. People are not doing right. People are not doing right. You have to watch what you're doing. People are setting you up for a sting. They're setting up an operation where they're going to make it where, they see that you get ready to back out your car. So they're going to try to just get hit lightly because they don't really want to get hurt, but not enough to say you hit them to get a case. I remember this crowd came, it was 2 people. It was a woman. And it was so weird because I was in the car. It was 4 of us in the car. And I was the one that got out. I went in the store and I came back. As soon as I got in the car, you know how when you get in the car, you got to get yourself adjusted and get your seatbelt right. This woman came up to, maybe she said, yeah, outside shoveling like yes. She had it closer. I'm like, oh, don't touch me. That's right. What? Honey, what? Honey, listen, I don't want nobody to shake my hand. I don't want no fist pump. Don't hit me with your elbow. I'm not doing none of this because I know that the devil has a plan and there's different types of way. And it's just something we just seen on the news about. What was that sickness or something we just seen on the news? And we couldn't figure out what that was. They said that some people went to the hospital. And there's some kind of poison. And some people, I forgot where it was. We've seen it right quick. And some people end up going to hospital with some kind of poison from somewhere. You don't know what people run up on you and touch you lightly with some acid on something. I'm telling you, he's sending them out here. And they're being placed strategically in different places, and you don't know who you're going to run into. Don't get in no store reading the label and got your back turned and people coming past you. And I remember I was going to go down the aisle. It was too many people, and something kept telling me, don't go that way. Don't go that way. And then we was in another store. I left the whole carriage. I was gone. The only thing I did to try to be decent because I had some milk. And I didn't want to go back to the store. Something told me to get out right now. So what I did was, you know how they got them little machines where, not machines, but where they got cold sodas that you can buy. I was in the store and I took the milk because I didn't want to leave the milk to go bad. I couldn't get up to no cash register. The lines was crazy long, the self-check, all that. And I put the milk, I moved some sodas over and put the milk there so that it could stay at the right temperature. And the rest of the stuff was chips and stuff. And I usually don't do anything like that. I even put my carriage back. But this time, something told me, ghost, ghost. And then when we decided to go back to that store again, the vibe wasn't right. And then I went in a Dollar Tree, and that vibe in the Dollar Tree was so off. And y'all know when we go in the Dollar Tree, we'll spend a little coin. You know what I mean? It don't be much, so you feel like you can get a little bit more store if you got more stuff if you got it. And I went in the Dollar Tree, y'all, and I bought 3 things and got the heck out of there. There was something wrong with how the people was lurking around and looking weird and kind of crazy and odd, and I almost didn't get what I had because there was a lot of other stuff that I had a list of things that I needed to get in there. And I said, you know what? Not today. Not today. I got what I got. And once I seen the creepy creep stuff that was going on in there, I said, no, I'm not finna get caught up in here. I don't know what they finna do up in here, but I'm not finna get caught up in here. It was eerie. People looked like they was moving crazy. People kept coming down the aisle looking at you weird. And I said, this vibe. And it ain't me because I don't live like for no problems or to make up nothing in my mind. I know that this is a message telling me I'm not supposed to be there. I'm not supposed to be there. I promise you. Just like I had somebody come into the door with some no thank you. Please leave the yard. No thank you. And I'm talking on the surveillance camera and they looking all crazy. There's no need for you to keep standing here ringing the doorbell 3 or 4 times. I'm talking right to you. I said, listen, not interested. Please leave the yard and have a good day, night, or whatever. Please. And it, yeah, but nothing. Oh, well, wait a minute. They got a sign. Ain't no sign to read nothing here, ma'am. Y'all go head on. I don't care if you come in with a Bible. I got my own. I don't know what kind of Bible that is or whatever you got. And when they left, honey, I went out there spraying and they touched my mailbox and my doorbell and I wiped it all down. And I don't want to sound crazy, y'all, but I tell you, it wasn't right the way they were moving and how they just kept standing there. And I know you got different people, Jehovah's Witness and folks coming for good causes, but that didn't seem right. I'm telling you, that did seem right. And sometimes when I go out, no matter what I'm going to do, whether it's to check the mail, take a trash can or whatever, I look at what I'm finna do, who's around me, people around, and wait a minute, who that? 3 or 4 of them over there looking crazy, finna walk right past here. Nah. I go back and sit back and look. And I remember some guys that tried to look kind of smirky the other day, and I said, you know what? I see them coming. I'm gonna clear completely out. By the time they got, I was looking at them and they couldn't even see me because I had went in a spot where they couldn't see me. They could have jacked me, jumped me, any kind of thing. Because you don't know these people. I don't care if they got on damn $2,000 sneakers. That doesn't make the man the character. You know what I mean? Your clothes and your wealth does not make who you are. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep on looking and paying attention. Different people, neighbors. Hey, ain't nothing. Hey, how you doing? Yep. Just take care. Yeah. Yeah. And this neighbor here, you know for a fact, and I keep telling people, if you're gonna be a real pet owner, you have to be a real pet parent. You don't have your dog walking past people's house and peeing all on the sidewalk and dumping dookie, and you ain't even got no daggone pooper scooper, none of that. This is getting crazy. This is getting crazy. People all, because they made that weed stuff legal, people all just hide out of their mind, 60, 50 years old. You ain't doing that for no medical. You ain't doing that for no medical. You took advantage of that drug so that you can get out here and act a fool, hocking up phlegm. You coming out Walmart and people standing around there, somebody hocking out some phlegm. They over there playing loud music, smoking weed, knowing that now they got a cop guard all in there. Stuff is going down. And it don't have nothing to do with necessarily, I mean, certain areas may be bad, y'all. I know that for a fact, but this ain't it. This is what I'm talking about. This ain't it. This is because people is coming out of their aura. They're acting a fool and they're trying to find victims. I don't even fool around with the bank, all of that. No, I can't do it. I try to make my transactions and I'm out ghost. If I go in there with a family member, one person makes a transaction at a time while the other person watch, because you don't even know who the heck finna come up on you anywhere. You got to watch out. And I remember too, I just went to the doctor's the other day. And I remember when I got in the doctor's office, I was looking around. I was making sure nobody wasn't sitting up under me. And when I looked, everybody was on their cell phones. That just showed you where everybody's at. And I didn't even pull my phone out. I said, I'm going to sit here and think and look around. I'm not even gonna pull my phone out. I ain't bringing no small Bible, nothing right now. I need to pay attention to what's going on around me because people was coming here. Some guy was sitting there looking crazy with his pants damn near down to his hips. This woman here, she just kept coughing and not covering her mouth up and all that, and ain't wearing no mask. I'm like, uh. And I go to a really, real good doctors. But the folks that they had in there was something that didn't look right. It looked like some kind of folks that came in there just to sit down and act like they waiting for somebody. And the receptionist, well, hey, can I help you with something? Yeah, I'm waiting for my wife. And ain't checking to see. And that man wasn't waiting on nobody. He came up there, whatever he was sitting in there waiting for, whatever he was doing, he was chilling. And I kept saying, that don't seem right. That don't seem right. And then I remember one guy that was a homeless guy. Now he was out there sitting on the ground. No, first he was standing up smoking a cigarette. And then when I went in the store, because I pulled up and I moved the spot because I didn't want to take a chance of walking past him that close because I usually help out folks like that. But I didn't know this one. And he looked like he was still, in good condition. And as I passed him, I went in the store. And before I know it, when I went down the aisle, he looked like he was in the store shopping, but he tried to act like he was down and out. And when I seen him and I looked at him good, his boots and stuff was looking in good condition. Something wasn't right with this man. And I didn't even bother to go near him enough to give him any money at all because that could have been a transaction where I got jumped, dragged down to the ground, assaulted, and he could have took off and nobody wouldn't even know. You know what I mean? I said, nope, I'm going to start watching myself. And I keep telling family, please do not walk nowhere. I don't care what weather it is. I don't care if it's raining. Don't walk with your head down. Always keep you a little something on you, a little something special, a little pa. You understand what I mean when you out here in these streets? Because you don't never know who want to make you their victim. And that right there is something that a lot of people think that you're overacting, you're crazy, you're bugged out, oh, she's weird, mental health, you call it whatever you want, but I bet you I'll be the last man standing. Because I'm listening, I'm woke. I don't want to go down with nobody out here taking me down for no foolishness. And I've been watching everybody, it seems like everybody's in a partying mode. Everybody's so desperate to try to come up in your house. People want to look, and I can't stand when you have a neighbor that's a nosy Parker, that's a little bit off the chain, like, oh, it looked like you got a new coat on. What are you talking about? And you're like, what? What are you talking about? Oh, somebody went shopping, got one little bag of prescription. There ain't even no damn steak in this bag. What are you talking about? Watching and peeping and purring, to see what you doing because they want to be up in your business and up in the mix. And I keep telling people, please watch what you're dealing with out here. This is not a game. This situation is crazy and it's scary. And if you lay back and fall victim to it, you will get taken down. You have to really, really be on your grind when you out here, and don't go out in the streets looking crazy because folks will be willing quickly to take your life from you, to steal from you, to rob you. That's why I don't get out here laughing and skinning and grinning. Even if you find somebody that you may laugh and talk to and say a word or two, just say that and keep going. Don't start keep hugging up, because I've been watching a lot of people wanting to hug. People that don't even know you wanting to hug you. And I keep saying, listen, you all right? How you doing? Oh yeah, I don't know how you feel about hugging. I don't want none. No, because the C9 ain't just that. I don't want it. No. It's okay. How you doing? Yeah, stay right there. Don't come up in my face talking close to me and all that kind of stuff like that. Stay right over there. And I'm going to say hi to you. All right, Mimi, you have a blessed night. And I figure you probably got to head out. Hopefully the roads will be a lot more better, than what they were. And you guys would be safe. Because I'm telling you, I figured that they would have went on and canceled something if it's that bad out there, especially in jeopardizing children's and y'all lives. That ain't hitting. Have a good night and bless you. And I hope everything works out for you tomorrow. A brand new start, hopefully. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for coming. And Miss 50, I don't know if you're still there or not, because I know I'm long-winded and be running off at the mouth. I want to tell you, too, if you're still here, I got on here and started doing some quotes for the Bible, and I really seen who I'm working with now, honey. Folks ain't what they say they are. When you start going to the Bible and pulling out a Bible and start reading, and you can tell that people start running and crazy and all that, you can tell that these folks really wasn't in it, because they don't want to hear the word. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, you know what I'm saying, right? They don't want to hear the word. And what I do too is I got a lot of stuff that I write down so that like if I'm talking to somebody in the live and they going through something, or we want to just hit up on a certain scripture about something, I can read it right off and I got it right in front of me. And I tell you, when I started doing some of that stuff, it got real quiet. And I kept saying that, those are a lot of the people that when you start talking, they're jumping in. Yeah, praise the Lord. Again, yeah. But then when you start talking about it, nobody don't really want to be in it. You know what I mean? And I said, that's all right. That's all right. Because you know what? I kept talking. Whoever want to run and scatter off, go ahead and scatter off. Because ain't no way any of this good stuff can hurt you or make you want to run. So when you got people that want to run from it, you can tell that they really ain't in it no way. You know what I mean? And it wasn't even like no kind of brimstone and stomping nobody down and calling people sinners and this that. They didn't want it because they really wasn't about it. So I just wanted to test that out just to see how people was acting. Now on your channel, you got a lot of good people that's really loyal, and they match you with scripture. Your audience. But these folks here, yep, I did it. Yeah, I charged it. Well, it got charged, and I'm hung it. The surveillance camera back. Yes, I did it. I was gonna have you do it, but I said I'll go on and get it. Thank you. So I said to myself, I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep, and I just started reading. I think two people came in. I think Miss who was it? I think Miss Quinn came through and Miss Grace came through, and they listened, and they were, saying a few things, but it's like everybody else disappeared. And I'm not judging nobody because what I was saying was not something that was something made up that I said. I was just reading stuff that I wrote down, just like, do good and cast your care. Do unto others as you will want others to do unto you. And I could tell right there, folks was getting a little, bent up. Pull the book out. Some people leave. LOL. Yes, you figure out who's meant to hear it, who is meant to. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. And I was reading some stuff, and it was good stuff, and it's like positive affirmation, and I could tell that maybe not meant for them. And whatever ones it do, it do. And this YouTube thing is getting crazy too, because I'm telling you, I don't know what's been happening here, but sometimes when you get new people to come on and people spreading you out, sometimes you got to be careful who you're dealing with. And with that wrench thing, I kind of wish I never even had no wrenches. I know we can take them back, but I'm trying to figure out if I just have certain people. But the wrenches help you though, because when somebody in your live acting a fool, they may see something that you don't see, so it's good to have them. But at the same time, there's something that's not right. Just like this guy here now. I got warning about this guy that came in here, and the only thing that they keep doing is he come in and say hi, and then that's all he automatically do is just start talking about how many subscribers he got. And I kept saying to him a few times already, yep, I'm glad your channel's growing. I wish you the best. Keep growing. And he just kept saying, I got, and I can tell if he was talking, if I was right in front of him, how it would have went. You know what I mean? And I basically feel that even though it ain't nothing wrong with it, and I promise you, I got so much going on in my life, and God has been so good to me. You know what I mean? And I got a good family, and I've been holding up pretty good. So I don't let this on YouTube, I don't take it to heart, and I don't take people to heart, but I'm aware. You know what I mean? And I watched this game that a lot of people is playing on YT here, and everybody seems to be getting, you're seeing the griminess behind the keyboard just as you do in person, which I'm not shocked. But I know a lot of people, how you talk and I be talking and you say it a lot, and I know I do too. And I got some of my people, they may not come for a month, 2 or 3 weeks. They don't watch every video, they don't watch every live, but I know they are, and that's fine. And people do their thing. I'm not upset. Don't take this personal. And I know that, but you know what? Folks count on that to be manipulative. A lot of people, though, you got to know them ones that's using that to play the game. And I got quite a few of them out here that keep on. Every time I turn around, they're just coming. It's almost like they want to hear what you're saying. And I got one person that I don't understand, because I'm looking at with me, I don't have no computer skills really at all. And for a person to come and emulate, which we all are supposed to grow and learn from each other, but for somebody to emulate you to a T, it's kind of weird. You know what I mean? I don't know what folks is feeling. She said, sister, I take in. Start turning sketchy. Sorry, but no, that's what I'm. You know what? Miss Lynn, I got on here and I had to clear away quite a few people because I could tell what they was doing. And there's like two other people here that it's hard to tell what they are because they're flying around crazy everywhere, and it don't look right. It don't look right. It don't look like, oh, they're good supportive people and they got people back. They up to something. And I don't know how to explain with these few, but they like to hide behind. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. I got this one woman, right? And she had found me a long time ago, but I don't think she knows who I am. And me and her end up linking back up. And she has a nice little small group of people that she deal with. And I've been very supportive of her, and I also watch her lives and stuff like that. And she talk about God and stuff. But I've been noticing one thing, she spoke about her past, but there's a certain something that she didn't say about her past, but I already knew it about her. She was saying that, that she used to smoke pot, but I can tell there was more than that. I don't care what she says. I know for a fact I could diagnose her. I could tell her, no disrespect. And if she's in recovery now, but what she don't realize that I could see in her the same hustle and bustle that you had out in the streets when you was ripping and running and getting high, you using that to manipulate a lot of people on YT. So you got some more work to do. I can, and I ain't said nothing to her, but I can see because I can read in between the lines. I don't care if you give me the small print. I'm gonna bring a magnifying glass. You understand what I'm saying? And I seen that. And then also she keeps on saying, "Oh, come on, and upgrade, upgrade, become a member." Bop, bop, bop. Well, how am I gonna do that if I'm coming? If you put out, like, just say out of a 7-day week, I come and watch at least 2 of your videos and 1 of your lives, but you've only been to me 3 times. And it's not that I got to do tit for tat, but really, what are we doing here, though? Because you don't have a large channel. I'm not saying, oh, I know what this woman do in her personal life. How, we all only got 24 hours in a day, but I know the hustle and the flow, the flow. I know the bump. You understand what I mean? I know what you're doing. And I've been watching her, and you only work one part-time job, 4 hours twice a week. You get what I'm trying to tell you, because you say one thing and then your actions don't match up. You know what I'm saying? And then I said, you know what? I'm just gonna slowly just let her be, and I'm gonna stop going. I'm just gonna, and not to be rude to nobody. I'm not gonna say nothing disrespectful. I'm not gonna put her name out there. I'm not gonna throw a rock and hide my hand. But I'm gonna leave her alone because I can see what her intentions are. Because the way she's talking, to the folks on YouTube and saying that, you're recovering, you saved, but I can hear that crackhead hustle. You understand what I'm saying? No disrespect, for real, for real. Yeah. So I decided that, you know what? I'm gonna stop doing this because you know what I decided to do. I was gonna just, even support people that wasn't coming correct and all that. And and I just decided I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put my attention where, where it should go. Or even better yet, instead of wasting your time on somebody like that, go into another scripture or something, open up the book or do something different. Don't waste your time with these people, because I can tell. And just keep talking about money. Keep talking about, yeah, we're joining the next level because this only costs you $20. And if you get this be the platinum, then I'll let you exclusive for what? Cleaning out a refrigerator? You understand? Are you Beyonce or somebody giving autographs? And I don't even accept that. I don't even run behind no famous people like that. But I'm just saying, exclusive of what? Well, the next exclusive, if you guys want to join the, $50 club, I'll be cleaning out my closet next week. And you expect somebody to really, and you don't really, work or deal with nobody. You just want everybody to keep coming to you, and then you try to use scriptures and stuff. But I can see, you know what I'm saying? Your skirt is hanging. And a lot of people don't understand all that lie and that con that you doing. That crap went out with the bump. You know what I mean? And we all know how old the bump is. So I said, you know what? I'm going to make sure I just stop being bothered with these folks here. Because it got crazy here. I don't know who all these new people that I got coming and stuff. But I know that a lot of them is bringing the trail. You understand what I mean? They bringing a trail of a whole bunch of extra drama. And a lot of them is hooting and hollering and gunslinging and looking for money, opposed to really trying to form something positive. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I had Steven came in my live yesterday, and I had Squirrel yesterday, and I had Squirrel earlier. Those are the solid people that's on here, that's real decent people, that's better than any of these folks I've ever met 6, 7 years, 8, 10 years back on YT. And those are the people, even if I had to stick with just a small crowd and I never got monetized, I would rather have that than a whole bunch of bull crap. You know what I mean? I love to hear somebody that want to talk about God and have scripture and do things like that, and then talk about everything else too. Because I know a lot of people, when they hear me talking, they think that because I keep it real and I talk, anything life A to Z, that I got to be having a problem or she not saved. I didn't tell you. First of all, a person can't tell you, that you're not saved. You know what I'm saying? A person can't out Christian you. You get what I mean? That's up to God. No matter what it may look like to, mankind, God is going to tell you where you at and what you should be doing. And I noticed that when you keep it real, a lot of people don't want to be bothered because they don't want to hear the truth. They just want to, jump around and play the game, and they want to drag you down in it. And I keep trying to tell people that we don't have to do that here. You got so many other channels and places that you could hang out and be. Why stop here? Go ahead and do your thing, because you can't destroy me because you didn't build me. You didn't make me. Why would you even be worried about anything like that when you don't even have to be here? And I realize what it is because the devil is placing people in different places, and he wants to stop your shine. And if you give into that, even if you allow, like we be talking, I've heard you say, if you allow this stuff on YT to move you in a way, and you don't have to be bothered. You don't have to deal with the people, Just like I had a YouTuber on here where I don't do nothing. I don't block people. I don't do none of that. And he's the second man that I heard say that. And I said, well, what I want to ask you though, if you don't block people or get rid of people, what do you do if you got somebody that's in your live or on your channel, F you, F you, F you, F you, and that kind of stuff? What do you do? Oh, hey, a view is a view. And I was like, what kind of principle is that? He said, oh, you mean, yes, yes, sister, super, yes, yes. Super saint. Man, I'm gonna tell you, that's getting bad out here. That stuff with them super Christian folks, that's falling into like a lot of brainwashing. And I don't understand how any pastor could possibly think they God. And I noticed that a lot of their congregation, if you ever listen to like the sway, when you're in the church and you listen to the sway, you can, almost guarantee that you don't hear nobody calling out God. They're yelling out the pastor's name constantly. And then the first lady seemed like she think that people are supposed to, drop down every time she walked by, and a whole bunch of the sisters got to scurry behind her because she can't get to the bathroom by herself. In this big old fashion show, you know what I mean? All of these clothes and suits and hat and then jewelry and this and that. And when you start seeing all that kind of stuff happen, you know that you're not in the right standing. You know that that's something going on there. And I keep saying, if you notice that, I'll just say, when you get, the pastor, he had to go, so sometimes they got to go and take a break. They may need to drink some water, freshen up, use the bathroom. And every time you turn around, every time pastor leave out, there's one of the women from the back that leaves out always like 5 minutes before him. And then you go here, stumble across something and up in some room there. And you see something ain't looking right. Are you still going to be a part of that church? What did you see? What do you think happened? Why are you here? You got to get home. Sometimes you can't get with the fellowship. Sometimes they say when two or more touch and agree. But sometimes when you in the crowd like that, sometimes people don't realize you can get with God by yourself if it gets like that. Sometimes you don't have a fellowship to serve with, especially if everybody crookedy crook. You know what I mean? And I have a family member that's getting deep into the into the word too. And we're trying to make sure we know the difference between the Old Testament, the New Testament. You know, when you have a pastor to say something, you want to be able to back it up for real with scripture, because a lot of time that's a man-made book. You can't get out here and play the game. And sometimes when you're confused, sometimes you got to study to learn what you're supposed to get from the Bible. And you can't have 3 and 4 Bibles, and when it comes to certain stuff in the scriptures, they're saying totally different stuff. And I mean totally different, not that they word it differently, but their meaning and definition is totally off. You know what I mean? We got to watch out for all of that. She said, start with that first lady-ish. I know that's right. LOL. Who is, yes, second, third, fourth lady, yes, the front row. Yes. And that's a shame too, though, that you got all of these churches out here that's got the big cash coming in, and their congregation is suffering. And if you look at, how many people they got in the church, are they really helping anybody out? You know what I mean? And just like this stuff, as we say, allegedly with this, renowned pastor and this rapper situation, I don't jump to judge nobody or believe anybody. And I promise you, I hope that it's not true for him. You know what I mean? Because he got to deal with that. But I know with the situation that's going on, there was some stuff about him that came out back in the days. There was some stuff that came out about him and, about Kurt Franklin. A few of them look allegedly. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's true or not. I don't judge anybody, but don't be shocked. You know what I mean? Everybody's broke. But the pastors, yes, 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 yes. And the thing that's so weird about it, that there has been people that say, to the pastor, me and my family right now, we're going through some changes right now, and I had got sick and I was out of work, for a while, and we done fell short on our mortgage, our rent, and if you can find in your heart, we can use an extra $1,000 to to get by until things get better. We'll pray on it. What? And I'm like, wait a minute now, who? The pastor got that right there in his pocketbook, his wallet. And I want to understand. I want people to understand that these pastors, they're not making their money just from the collections being passed around. They have a certain set salary. You know what I mean? And I don't understand why a lot of people can't get no help. Why would you say you have to pray on it? Why couldn't you go and get that money? That's because they don't want to. They're busy trying to make themselves rich. And they're not trying to help the people out in the congregation. Because I remember years ago when they used to have the real right kind of churches out, they would come and give you a ride. You get picked up. They'll pair you. They get a van, a couple of vans from the church. Or sometimes they'll pair you up with somebody else in the congregation to pick you and your family up to give you a ride. Now, no. Just keep praying, brother. Yeah. You are something else, honey. You got soul and everything else going through you. You know what time it is. And how can they come in and they pulling up in a different car? They well to do dressed and stuff like that. And they be wearing, even when we talk about with these mega churches that we see on TV, they getting that coin, all of them, all of them. Whether they real or not, or pretending, them people are becoming wealthy from using God's word, all of them. And the churches that they have, and it's not nothing wrong with having a decent church, but I think they put too much money in them churches, and they want the churches to line their pockets. They want the churches to represent the ultimate wealth that they have, but a lot of their congregation is not really hitting on nothing, and they're not really helping out the people the way it's supposed to be. Because I remember churches back that if you ain't got the right kind of food in your house, they make sure everybody, yes, she said red bottom shoes, Gucci bag, Shimon, yes ma'am, that's what I'm talking about. And with all that's too much dressing up. That right there is too much dressing up. That all that right there, what they be doing. And you see, even all of them. Who was all these ones here that we got here? All of our mega churches, all of them. And I tell you, they got a pastor out here that's calling all of them out. And what he's saying is true. All of them. He be talking about all of them. He be talking about, jeez. You know what? Every one of them. Every one of these mega churches. And if you look at his church ain't like that. They're all draped down in silk, chandeliers, this pew, the suits, the clothes, the hats, the rugs on the floor, the door, the outside of the building. I mean, I don't understand what in half of those places are not even anointed because God ain't in there. You know what I mean? And I can tell that a lot of that is a whole bunch of foot stomping and clapping and yelling. And a lot of times, that God ain't even in there. And what I realized too, with a lot of these pastors, when you get them ones that's really good, they basically are really quoting the scriptures, but they're not believing it themselves. But they want to keep you full of some stuff, but they show you a different lifestyle. So, yes, shade. Right, it's the light bulb, honey. You know what? How do they hold them hats up on their head? I've been got hot flashed and passed out, dizzy. What? And you ever notice that the first lady too with them hats? You ever notice she got all her congregation trying to follow behind her? You know what I mean? And they all try to break their necks when they come to a service with them deck. They come up in one of them services with them hats on, trying to outdo the and in competition who got the silk stockings on in the you know what I mean? And them hats, I'm telling you, they look like a bunch of fools. And I don't mean to judge nobody that's trying to be, because that ain't even in no church stuff to me. That's all about a whole bunch of showboating and fashion shows and them big old hats. You can't even sit next to nobody with them hats on. You go to turn your head one way, you been on knock somebody out. And then the hat on your head, it's got to be uncomfortable to have a hat on that big and that long. And they come and when the first lady walked by, they act like these people is like God came into the room, and those folks don't care about you. She said, Jesus, fix it, Jesus, yes, fix it, Jesus. And they come in and they bow to these folks, and I notice a lot of them ushers, they scurry around here like they're puppets, and they seem like they're saying more yes master than they are pastor, because they are so up under these people, and half the time these folks is breaking their neck. Every time you turn around they want to hurry up and grab some water. You need a drink, master. That's what I say, master, because I don't know pastor. She said, yes, somebody, yeah, knock somebody clean out. And I just was looking at that, and I kept saying, and why do all of them kind of act like they're some kind of handmaiden to the first lady? And then you get a lot of bishop, yes, master, yes, pastor, yes, pastor. And I'm like, well, what kind of church is this where you got to stand there and be ready? They be on guard. And I was watching one of them services here the other day, and I kept saying, who was all them five? What is that, security? Who was all these 5 minutes? I mean, 5 men standing up here. As soon as the pastor looked like he, dropped his handkerchief, 5 of them run for it. Well, what kind of service is that, though? That right there, that's not how are you supposed to be up under no pastor like that. And then the wives too. They got these people that they have like their henchmen. And I know that a lot of them, they get themselves trying to be into the fame with these big mega churches. But at the same time, if you are letting people come in and you are open target right there, why did this man is sitting here? And I done seen so many of these guys, I don't even know what they call them. Different men, I just call them guys that's just hanging around. The deacon, he's standing there so long, or sitting there that he done fell asleep sitting there, because you've been doing that for the last 12 hours. The pastor done left and went and had some lobster and steak and came back, and you still sitting in that, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Them kind of churches that's guarded like that, if you get up and go to the bathroom, the bishop guy, he done walked by 4 or 5 times. Then they send one of the first lady's henchwomen. She coming to see what y'all doing in the bathroom. And I said, well, what kind of place is this? I remember this girl brought me to this big old church. Oh my goodness. I felt so uncomfortable in there. And then they talking about passing out some of them holy bread and the drink. I said, not me. I don't want it. Gotta keep all in here. Yes. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about, because I know how it gets. I'm telling you, I know how it gets. And I don't do all of that, then taking the sacrament and all that. You don't know what these people got in this stuff. And I could tell the girl that brought me there, she was off and her mother was off. They done got so brainwashed that they don't even know how to see straight. She said, LOL, Cool J. She said, yes. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what it's all about. I'm telling you, a lot of these churches, and I don't even know what to make of half of them, because it's hard to tell which one is real and right, because there is a pastor that's out here, and when he calls all of them out and you take a look at what he's saying, it be true. I don't understand why don't everybody see this? I mean, I guess certain people are supposed to go down a certain line, you know what I mean, to be in a certain lineup, because I can't be involved with that. And I remember this lady tried to muscle me and go into her church, and she couldn't tell me nothing about what the service is about. What is he preaching? Nothing. That's all she kept talking about. Yeah, the pastor handsome. Yeah, he a handsome looking man. Yeah, he dressed nice. Yeah, we got a nice church. It's decked out. Okay, you too, and God bless you, Miss Lady. And I'm getting ready to log off myself. I thank you so much for your time. God bless you, and I'm definitely coming over to check you out. And I appreciate you. Take care. Keep on rocking and rolling. We're different from a lot of people out here. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.